And we're good.
Cube
Fuck
likes
you.
wieners in and around his mouth and his butthole.
Welcome back to Dungeons of Hades.
And I got COVID. Sorry.
It's
Wieners will do that to you.
if there was not 3 seconds that summed up the past 2 years, if that wasn't it, I don't know what is. Welcome back. Last time, and we will do a generous recap because it's been a hot moment since we've played. The Indomitable Few has successfully traversed their way back along one of the arterial roads of the Commonwealth back into the capital city of Beta Colony. Upon your mission, killing the dragon, succeeding that on your way, you stopped into the now familiar place of Alafrida, where you once slayed a lich. You got to meet the Baron, which is essentially the mayor, Baron Aaron. Baron Aaron. Wow.
Aaron,
Did I really do? I fucking.
Aaron's
I hate
asshole.
Aaron Jax. Aaron
Oh.
Jax.
Aaron's
What was
jackass.
that?
He wasn't a jackass. You guys assumed he was, and he was actually rather generous because you all showed up at his doorstep shit-faced. But he delivered
I'm
some-
to blame for that.
Excuse me. But anyway, he was accommodating and generous to your guys's.
We
you guys'
apologize, though.
You apologize. He also delivered some important news that upon your return to Beta Colony, you were to seek an audience with the core, the 5 highest position governing bodies of the Commonwealth. The core, of course, is made up of the charged of law, charged of defense, charged of commerce, charged of interior, and charged of civic virtues. Essentially the 5 pillars that have been constructed to hold up the functioning society. And also near and in the same is the Council of Arrows, essentially the advisors of all the dukes and duchesses of the various major cities, which you can think of as the central areas of provinces or states, if you will. Anyway, with that, you made it back to Beta Colony. The winter atmosphere kind of getting weird close to the sea. Usually the weather tends to get better if it's the Oregon coast, but since it's so far south and so close to the Arctic, it's quite a bit chillier here. But in the hearts of the street, in the hustle and the bustle, the various heat leaks from bodies and shops and homes, and so it's at least comfortable. And the massive buildings help block the wind, which is always nice. You overheard a conversation between a dwarven fellow and a rather aristocratic-looking elf who looked well off for himself in life, speaking of a strange project that would possibly affect and change the world of transportation as it is known in today's day and age. The dwarf revealed himself to you guys as Peter Coupling, and all you got from the elf is his name was Mr. Topham. That was all you were able to graze from that conversation. And the...
Top. No, ignore me. Ignore me.
Okay, I'm ignoring you.
Was that a bad joke that I almost heard?
Yes, I said I wonder if he's a top, but just ignore me.
That was bad. Come on.
You can do better.
You can do better. Anyway,
Okay, I'll
Peter
try.
Coupling laid out before you his desire, his plan, and essentially kind of, not really, but sort of asked if you guys could help in the form of money, influence, and maybe a little bit of that chaos alloy you've been carting around there. He gave you his address, somewhere that would lead you to the outskirts of town, and said once you got your affairs sorted here, come by and see the real meat and potatoes of the project he had and planned. After that, you guys wandered through the city, finding your way to the Column, the massive central structure of 15 consecutive stories. This, of course, being ordered top to bottom rather than bottom to top. You took a windlass to the top story, where 10 stories instead of 15. I'm sorry, I got that goofed up. Where the central body of government is held in a beautiful, what is this 50 BT? Oh, thank you, episode 50. God damn! Congratulations, motherfuckers! Holy shit, 50 episodes! Hot damn! Look at that. Yeah,
no,
it took me long.
it only took us 3 years.
Only took us 3 years, 50. Hey, you know what? We're doing all right. We're having a good time here. That's all that matters. Anyway, you got to the top. You were asked to either drop all your magical items at the door or wear essentially magical shackles that made everything on you temporarily inert. So you couldn't cast spells. You couldn't use abilities. Some of you, most of you, chose the shackles. Some of you did not. This was, of course, not meant to be a dick move. This is just Secret Service doing their job.
Listen, that one choice right there just showed us who was into kinks or not of the party.
Yeah, that's most of you. So
I think I was the only one that didn't go for the handcuffs.
right. But anyway, also this is an interesting point because it was not discussed because we were all getting pretty stupid towards the end of the session. Greg the Warhorse would be asked to wait outside along with the rest of your mounts,
How
including
fucking
Tom.
dare
That sounds like discrimination.
you, right?
So that would have to happen. However, they were led to a very nice stable that was quite comfy and fresh, not dirty. There was only a couple other horses and stuff in there, so they looked like they would be well taken care of.
I would assume Drake would have been yelling, "I only require the freshest of hay for Greg the Warhorse."
And Greg would definitely nod along and be chatting up the guard all the way over there, giving his personal regale of the tales he's underseen as a now intelligent horse.
They're just like, what the fuck is going on? Am I going insane?
It's definitely, this is a lot. Like, you'd imagine that there's been a lot of weird shit that has passed through these doors, but these guys are definitely like, oh man, today's gonna be a fun day at work. But anyway,
Much as our goofy asses.
you guys were let inside, and as I stated before, the Council of Arrows is set up into, you kind of walk between them. They're, I don't want to call them like bleachers, but they're elevated above you, looking down at you, and there are 9 of them. 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of them. I'm done.
If there was 8, I would have made a pieces of 8 joke. God damn it.
Yeah, no, it's got to be odd numbers because any vote then can't have a
deciding.
right. There can't be a tie.
No, actually, wait. No, I wish it would fucking been 9. God damn it. Now I could make 9 pieces of 8. Fuck you.
Yeah, piss off. I can't give you everything. But anyway, 5 to one side, 4 to nope, that's still wrong. 3 to one side, 4 to another. That makes 7. I got a brain, I swear. Anyway, they kind of. I don't think they introduced themselves, but they were not. They were there to listen and observe. And of course then advise their dukes and duchesses of whatever respective body they represented. But you were introduced, however, to the core. Essentially, moving through this aisle led you to another more raised pedestal or dais with a long table with 5 figures sitting at the table. And of course, you were introduced to the and of course now I wrote down all these cool and like weird names and now I can't remember how to say them.
Classic Paul.
You were introduced to the charged of law, shit. I'm dumb, I'm sorry. An elvish-looking individual, named Grossen Tashalo, well into his kind of more later years, but wears the scars of battle that has come with long time either in military service or in like hardcore
What's
heavy.
his name? And he's the core of what? I'm so sorry.
He is the core of law and order, and his name is Grossen Tashalo.
Can you spell that? I'm so sorry.
And it's Gross Ren, and I have it Gossren, and Tashalo Tashallo. And then the
Okay.
charged of defense, a strange, familiar face to you guys, Viren Silverbow, the grandmother of Elora Silverbow, a former acquaintance of some of you. And she is essentially in charge of. She is the Secretary of Defense. Everything that goes on in the military, the two branches that is essentially the Commonwealth, Army, and Navy, and the Southern Sky Rangers. Those are separate entities, but they act much like the United States Army and Marine Corps act. They're two different branches, but they do more or less the same stuff. One will tell you that they're cooler than the other, but they would both say the same thing, so who really knows?
It's all about mentality.
It's all about mentality. The charge of commerce is Arlo Rindevo. Rindevo. And the charged of, he's also a kind of a dark, I would say chocolatey caramel skinned human individual who just slightly gives off that kind of slimy car salesman vibe. Not like he's a bad person, but you can tell that this man has done business his whole life. Kind of get the same vibe for you, Thea, that you get whenever you talk to Marcus. He's a businessman. Through and through. The charge of interior is a dwarven-looking fellow named Samson Onyx.
Is Polo going robotic for anybody else?
That's what I was just about
Yeah,
to.
that's me too.
Okay, I was just about to ask you that emo in the
Your mic is
private
on,
message.
up,
Yeah,
Can you,
Polo,
like,
your mic's going
unplug,
all
replug?
robotic.
I know that our internet has been weird, and it like rubber bands or I go robotic, so if
Okay.
anything drops out, just let me know. I'm sorry.
No, we're just that's what we're doing now.
There's not
Yep.
much I can do about it.
Yeah.
That's
And-
funny that you literally are just saying that emo because I was typing it and then you asked that. I'm like, I was literally just gonna ask you. It was just me.
Yeah,
Alright.
and then the charge of civic virtue, which has been kind of alluded to that this is the health of the people, this is the mental of the people, this is the morale of the people. And the individual who holds this station is an Orcish individual named Father Huber Bancroft. And he wears very clean priestly robes.
Is he human?
He is Orcish.
Oh shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
You never give us a name for the charge of the interior. You just said he was dwarven.
I did. His name is Samson Onyx. Samson Onyx, like the stone.
Yeah.
And Drake, who you would know this as your good friends from when you first came to this world, the Opals. Dwarvens who are higher in stature tend to have a stone name. Whether that's precious gemstones or semi-precious gemstone, and the ranking in Dwarven society tends to depict based off of your name. However, outside of Zova Twilight, that's not necessarily a big deal, but it is still Onyx would be up there, so he might have connections somewhere else in the world. Well, I would say it's about average for Dwarven society.
I'm going
But
to
yes.
ask one more time, or for a different thing. What is the charge of commerce? I heard his name, but I was not able to spell it out at the time.
It was Italian. It fucks me up every time I read it. I should have finished. I
You
hate
can
it
just
when I write.
If you
Write
can
it
just
down.
write it down, I mean, like, not write it, but it's not say it, but just spell it out. I'll type.
Okay, it's Arlo, and the last name is Rinavdo.
1 second, I gotta spell Arlo first.
Arlo.
And then what's the last name?
Rinavdo.
Rinpeao.
Avdo.
Ravindo.
Ravindo. Thank you. That's what it was.
Rarlo Ravindo.
Arlo Ravindo.
Got that alliteration.
I'm dumb. If any of you haven't figured it out by now.
Oh, no, we know.
Anyway, so the conversation opened. You guys. Oh, also at this meeting was Rack Wraithrazer and a rather impeccably dressed naval officer of the Commonwealth Navy uniform, who introduced himself, the Green Dragonborn, who was big, imposing, and massive, known as Crocodus Jakes. And
Was this fucking Jacob's second character?
no, this is actually a badass character from a book series that I adore. Anyway, the conversation started with you explaining the situation, what happened to the dragon, what you did, the fight, what was left. Oh, excuse me. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Anyway, after that, the conversation turned to Rack Wraithracer's side of the story. He explained that they determined that the nautical displacement device can, in fact, send multiple ships to a different destination. It takes more time, but it can be done. Essentially, Crocodus Jakes was the task force commander of the battle group that accompanied the Great Turtle on its adventure to the abyssal plane of existence and to hopefully the home of Rasputin, where they found him. They found his land-based fortress. They fucked up a lot of shit. They got fucked up by the ghostly, ghouly, creepy crawlies that exist in that plane. And his ship, the You Want Some of This, the first of its kind, massive, great big ironclad, the one that you saw on your way in and up the side of the column, was left heavily damaged. The Preambulate, which used to be Susanna Songfinder's old ship, that was lost. However, something weird happened. He didn't touch more on that, but he did present a report to the Corps and put it directly in the hands of Vera Silverbow, the essentially charged of all defense. After that, you guys discussed the money situation, and it was agreed upon the amount that was given. That was all dumped on the floor, split and divided. Your lesser change was exchanged for gold. You guys got paid. And then the conversation opened up to the book, which was kind of hush-hush and ignored. And Arlo simply stated to you guys that a certain someone would handle that at a later date, and that was meant to be not spoken about outside of this room. Also, a few conditions were laid out that when you guys are done with the book and this crisis is averted, because you also sold the government on the end of the world, you presented all your evidence and they agreed that this is a big fucking problem. The good doctor and Lucy vouched and volunteered to stay behind and help ease and assist in negotiations and information exchange with the Empire moving forward. And also it was agreed upon that when all was said and done, the Book of Illumination would be returned. And essentially it was implied that, oh God, please don't lose the book. Don't let it fall into the wrong hands. And please, pretty please bring it back to us. That was the gist of that portion of the conversation. Well done to everybody. I know everybody was like out and falling asleep, but the persuasive arguments and roles to win the government on the pay attention and take notice to the end of the world, that was well done. It was a lot of Lucas talking to Lucas, so that was fun. But
That was. Hey, I tried to.
no,
Inner
you did. You
monologuing.
did. I get it, and it
I tried
made
to help
sense.
as well.
And it made. I feel so stupid. This is what I get for making a smart character who remembers anything and has power and persuasion. Of course, she's gonna be the one to tell the story. So that's on me. But still, you guys made some good arguments and ultimately some great roles. The conversation moved to what's happening now. Rack advised you guys that the Great Turtle would be out of action for about 4 weeks. It got fucked up in its stint in the Abyssal Plane of Existence and did better than most of the militant vessels because of the upgrades that have already gone into it. To celebrate this momentous occasion, the Corps decided that in 1 week's time, a ball would be held in your honor.
Oh God.
And essentially all the earls and dukes and duchesses would be in attendance. And they asked that you would stay for that. In the meantime, you were essentially told to take it easy. This is where we pick up tonight's session, as you guys are still in the chamber of the Corps. Since I know everybody was kind of dipping out, if there is anything you guys want to say, do ask, plead, think of, share with.
No, I
Now's
think we
the
were just
time.
about to leave.
You were about to leave, but I also felt it was unfair since so many people had to dip halfway through this. So, I don't know. I can't remember who all left, but you guys kind of find yourselves in a pause of the conversation in the chambers of the Corps as we begin tonight's session.
Sorry. I have a question. Would I
yeah.
know how these people of the Corps were put in their positions? Were they elected? Were they selected? Were they like
are
people that were trained and like successors of the previous members?
They are elected. Oh my god, what's going on?
Somebody microphone is dying.
Debbie, is that your mic?
It's committing suicide. What's going on? Jesus.
I'm pretty sure she was muted. Maybe
But
might have been mine.
the Corps is elected by
I was just
the
upset.
by the dukes and duchesses.
Mhm.
You don't have to be of. Remember that the dukes and duchesses are essentially a step down from king and queen. Most of them still carry on a royal blood tradition. The top is democratic in that regard, or follows a kind of a combination of monarchy, democracy kind of thing. But a member of the Corps does not need to be of royal descendants, they just need to be elected. So most of the time it's either someone that they've said, hey, this person is really good at kicking ass, we want them as the charged of defense. Or this is the most shrewd businessman I've ever seen, we want him as the charged of commerce. That kind of stuff.
Can I roll history to see who is elected and who is kind of put like who is for like common men and or lower nobility versus who is actual like noble?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Or just history?
Could I assist him in that? Just
yeah,
due to reasons that I don't know if I should disclose yet.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Well, through his own heritage is what I'm asking.
Oh, I have a
Yeah.
25.
You would know that most of these individuals here are actually not of any royal heritage.
Okay.
All of them seem to be and keep in mind this system, this iteration of the Commonwealth is only about maybe a little over 50 years old. After the wars of unification and everybody said, okay, we got bigger fish to fry other than ourselves. So people have kind of been playing nice, not putting what they wanted. It's been actually pretty smooth. And, at first, the first iteration, because remember, they're elected they're elected every 10 years. It's staggered every 2 years, so every 10 years there's a full new set. And at first it was like, well, let's just put our people in to piss everybody else off, and then they got their asses kicked by in a couple skirmishes, and they said, okay, we need to take this seriously. And now it's kind of righted itself.
So corruption hasn't set in just yet.
No, and
Yet.
and a good dosing of humble pie has kept it at bay.
So we're not dealing with bullshit.
No,
So
it's
that's
not
a good thing.
like, yeah. Don't think of our current iteration of government because it's a horrible comparison.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, I never compared it to ours. You're the one who's inferring.
Is it
Well,
though? Is it a
it's hard
bad
not to
comparison?
because they're so stupid. But
Let's
these
not
guys,
open that can of worms yet.
we're not opening that can of worms. This
Well-
is early American government.
Do I particularly know anything about with that role about the man of commerce, particularly like any of his feats before he was elected?
Sure, yeah. Arlo, is kind of he got his trade in sugar sales, and I wouldn't say just sugar. I would say just more of like, sugar, tobacco, wheat, flour, bread.
Just
you
like
know, what-
basically a tradesman. Like
a
that's
tradesman, yeah, and he did exceptionally well in the local markets of orchestrating, of working for various businesses. He was kind of like, if you had him on your payroll, you were probably doing something right, or he would steer you in the right direction. And so one of the dukes or duchesses said, hey, we want to support you to run for this position, and then, the rest is history.
Can't really think of any questions, but that hopefully will take an interest for later. Okay, I mean that's all the questions or anything that I'm inquisitive about right now.
No yawning yet. Jesus.
He's been yawning.
I've been yawning.
What? Reiku would like to know where are the white women at?
Wait,
Wait,
what?
also wait.
Nobody move when the black man gets in.
Did
Don't do it. He gonna kill me.
Oh, Jesus.
I have a question. Did we talk about that rare material that we found in the Dragon's Cave at all?
You did.
Yes,
It was
yeah.
agreed upon that
We
all
convinced
the,
them to take 1/3 and the
Yeah,
material.
all the pennies and the chaos element.
Okay.
Not the element that we have, but
Yeah.
No, but what's back in the cave?
What's
Mhm.
left? Because you
Okay.
saw that Arlo and Vera were practically salivating as you started to talk about its qualities and potential.
They can have fun trying to break it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they probably will.
they don't. They won't have a Draku.
Yeah. So, we never told them how we got a little bit of it. We just said it existed.
I think it was inferred, but at that point they really didn't care. They would, they could figure it out themselves. They're big boys and girls.
Oh,
Sure.
I'm sure.
They don't have a Draku. Draku's
Exactly.
like the equivalent to our Hulk.
Yeah.
They may have an army. We have a Draku.
Yeah.
I think the Hulk is smarter than Draku.
Oh,
Which
Hulk
Hulk?
He is a
Hulk
doctor.
in Endgame, yeah.
which Hulk are we talking about?
Exactly.
There's Smart Hulk.
Not that one.
Oh.
Well, but then there's sophisticated. I'll give
What
you
about
my
Bruce
doctor.
Banner Hulk? That's the one we're
Uh-huh.
actually talking about.
Not that one either.
Are we talking about Planet Hulk? Hulk?
Ah, okay.
Okay, let's
sorry.
just get back to it.
All
Who
right.
cares about
So
Planet Hulk?
yeah. So we
Yeah.
are done,
Move on. Let's move on.
done talking about
Bullshit.
blah blah blah, and we have enough money. We separate the gold. Everybody, Draku and all of his wisdom, not Draku, figures out that everybody gets 4,444 gold, including Diana, who is now going to be a permanent member of the party.
Oh, I'm gonna send you a poke.
Okay, but anyway, my main reason for starting in front of the core is just in case like Swift or Rachel or whoever else had to dip on this, if they had anything they wanted to make a statement about the severity of the end of the world or all that stuff which has already been agreed upon, or something else you thought was important that you wanted to bring up. I didn't want to rob anybody of their time in front of such persuasive power in the world.
I think we're good.
Dude.
I just poked you both of them.
Right.
No, you gotta remember, I didn't trust them.
Well, I mean, that's all well and good, but still, I wanted to give you the chance to say that or do act upon it. And we will, we'll talk about the book. I know you and I, Swift, we worked out a plan, and I really like that plan. We just need to write it down and just make some decisions.
Wait, I don't. Are we talking about the same book?
What book?
Okay,
No.
remember.
And we're not
remember when
talking about
we-
the same book.
Okay, no. Remember when we were in the secret library?
Oh shit. Okay.
There was another book in there because like my character was like taking a break from reading the book, and that was like behind like blocked doors, like there were bars.
Oh, yeah, that was the book that. Oh, excuse me. That you weren't allowed to read because it was classified.
That book.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any way I can ask about that book?
I guess you could, but it's still
But like,
classified.
not like publicly. That's.
Do you ask them? Do you ask the core?
Is there any way can you like be up in a private with them and ask about it?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, I'll ask. I mean, they'll be at the ball, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'll ask them there.
Anybody know what the princess said whenever she got to the ball?
No,
no.
please no, please no.
Man, it's really deep in here.
So it's a long.
What
dark
is no?
cave.
What is the princess say? I want to know because I'm thinking.
That
dirty.
was it. Oh no.
That was it. Was that it?
Yeah. It was a dick joke.
That's hot. Okay. We're gonna die. We're gonna fucking burn in hell. I will be the best of company.
Hey, if we're all in hell, then we can all play D&D together.
Okay, guys, I'll be your conductor. Let's get on board the hell train.
With
All right,
Satan.
let's go.
I'm sure he's got some.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to say? Make claim to the core.
No.
Okay.
No.
Rachel,
Just
you
got a
good?
bus for that. No, I'm
9.
good. I don't trust them.
Okay. So you guys, make your bows. That Arlo, Vera, and they pretty much all say their thanks. And they reiterate that balls in 1 week's time. We would
Giggity.
very much like you to be there. More information on address and essentially code of conduct will be provided to you later. And
Code of conduct. Fuck.
I don't. What's it called? What's it like? You get a
Etiquette.
pamphlet. Etiquette. The Book of Etiquette. There it is. That's.
You need a pamphlet of common sense by Thomas Paine. Damn it.
Dude, that's a 9th level spell right there. The Book of Etiquette. Holy shit. Yeah, I can't tell you how much I've learned from that thing. It's amazing. Highly recommend. Top read. But essentially at that, as you're about to, it looks like this meeting's about to break up. Vera says that Mr. Enceladus of the library will reach out to you sometime between now and the ball and go over the finer details of this book we will loan you.
Quote unquote loan.
Yep. And with that, I wouldn't say hands are shaken, but vows are given, formalities are concluded, and you are ushered out by kind of the captain of the guard who is overseeing the security detail of your visit. There we go, to the central government. Anyway, you are let out. Outside, the big double doors are closed behind you. Your magical shackles are released. Your items are returned by the garrison working the front gate. Greg and Kali are led back to you. Greg says, "Oh, that was
Did that treat you well, Greg?
this was quite a nice day. Although I was in the presence of an ass."
Greg, did you get you a piece of ass?
No, no, Draco, you misunderstand me. He was an ass. I don't want to be near an ass. Have you ever seen an ass lead a team of horses or a team of them?
But
yes,
Greg,
yes,
but
I
Greg,
have.
Oh,
you have
damn it, you
Draco's
already
ass
got the joke.
daily.
Yeah. No, we already knew the joke at the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
Like, sorry, I'm gonna say,
Wah, wah.
yeah, you know, Greg, that's how mules are made, right?
Oh, yes, I understand, of course, but you must understand my biases. I'm a horseman, you see.
Ah, so you have a preference.
Oh, but of course.
Hey, every now and then a piece of ass isn't that bad, though.
Hey, if you're desperate enough, it happens, man. Well,
No.
We understand.
I have been barely able to scrape the bottom of the barrel of human culture, but you must understand that amongst us beasts of burden, there are rules, hard set lines that should not be crossed, and one of those is when a horse of such stature as myself, we do not fornicate with an ass.
Well, just say that until they go to heat, then you fucking go crazy.
There are still rules.
You may be a little smarter than the average horse off the block, but instincts, mate.
Papyrus starts walking away. And just
Can I pull a guard off the side, like before we leave?
They're kind of helping get all your shit back and getting all their
I'm
stuff
gonna
back.
take Kali and Rubberhead and just lead her out.
Colleen looks. She's happy to see you and like a little confused by what's going on. There's a lot going on here, but she's fine. She's not hurt. She's good.
Can I basically point at the handcuffs that are still on me probably at this point and be like, where do you get these? These are really good. I would like a set of them.
Nobody wants to feel your kinks, Yosef.
No,
You already have-
They are for
Yep.
research
you
purposes.
already have your gimp suit, sir.
No, they are for research
And you're trying to get
purposes,
cuffs with
and
it?
if you
You
don't
see-
stop, I'll fucking put them on you.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, is that
He
a
might
fucking
like
challenge?
I like
I
it.
think Yosef would like that. I mean, he's wearing a gimp suit and trying to get cuffs, so I mean, we're seeing a trend
These
here.
these are for pure research purposes.
Are the cuffs still on Yosef?
No, they all can.
No, all the cuffs are off.
Damn it.
All your stuff has been returned back to you.
Oh, so fisticuffs. Let's go.
With a,
I'm
Okay.
joking. I'm joking.
No. Let's do the romance.
Anyways,
it's gonna hurt
anyways,
you
no,
a lot
no.
more than it's gonna hurt me.
No, Polo, no. Like, what's the guard say? Me asking this question to him.
Well, you see, sir, these are... They're rather special for the cause, and as a matter of national security, we don't really want people knowing how they work.
Well,
That's
like,
kinda-
how much would they cost?
I dare say quite a bit of money.
You'll find quite a bit of money.
I kind of looked around and like the other guards were like, "Ooh, what do we do?" I'm sorry, sir, but I
Can I
cannot
roll an
tell you.
insight check on his ass?
You can.
That is a 28. No, not a 28. No, fuck no. That's a 24.
The author or the opportunity to be stupidly wealthy beyond belief while accidentally losing a piece of government equipment is tempting. This soldier,
I'm not trying to bribe him. I'm asking honestly
was
how much they would
picked
cost to
for
make.
his resolve and will. and will not budge.
Okay, wait. He thought I was trying to bribe him.
Yeah, because you want the cuffs. You learned
Oh,
to
I,
get
no, I
secret.
don't want to just take him right now. No, I was like, okay, let me actually clear this up in character. No. I was not trying to bribe you. I'm so sorry. That is not what I mean. How much would they actually cost, like, to make? That's what I want. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to
Well-
take him that way.
I suppose you would have to speak to the manufacturer. She is a local enchanter, per se, in the column.
Are they more one of the finer enchanters, or don't we have a name of enchanter, Draco? What's her name?
Is it the one that enchanted my bullets?
Yeah, like the I didn't write down her name, but my character would know her name.
Oh shit! What was her name? I'm flipping pages here. Hold on.
But what can I like?
Hold on.
Nope.
I will see you once I have it here.
Go see Pooper Clapper for alchemy.
It's not Pooper Clapper. That's a Sega. Cooper same. Oh fuck! Is it Cooper's?
No, it's a woman.
It was a gal. What was her name?
What's her name?
Yeah, cause there's Pooper Clapper, Simpsons. He's got an alchemy shop. I should have this.
Is it
written
Karen?
down. It's not Karen. Or was it Karen?
Let's just go with Karen.
No, you guys have been there. This was written down. No, because this is all shit in Alfreda, and then we get to like the here and now. Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go.
It'd be funny if her name was actually Karen.
Yeah, let me actually look at all the names I have.
Yeah,
on my
look
thing.
at your notes. Cause I got Pooper Clapper. That's all I got on my. I hate you so much, David, but I love you at the same time.
I have I'm gonna look past the recent notes. No, that's the current. No. No, I did not write it down.
That's a you problem.
That is actually one of the very first times I've ever not done that.
Yeah, because half the time I depend on you guys to figure shit. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold the phone.
The person that robots Draco does not take notes.
Um,
We're just gonna be honest here.
I got someone here called I don't think this is it, but maybe you can answer this for me, Polo. I got two people written down here, that are soldiers, but I don't know where they're from. Raphael, Elvish, Newgard, and Kenton Upshore, who's a. Oh, no, those are the fucking guards that we met after we stopped the fuckers for
Yeah, so you killed that
emo.
dude.
No, emo.
What?
Those guards that we met after when we stopped that thief from emo.
Oh.
Killing emo.
No,
No,
Emo
from
was gonna kill him.
the thief that was trying to take.
the thief
Yeah,
that
yeah,
stole his little trinket.
Yep. That was at the beginning of your story.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me settle this right now. Let me pull up my other magical sheet of notes.
No, I don't
Is
have
it
that
your
written
deck
down.
of many things, Polo?
It is
I-
my names of many things. Let us see.
But no, I don't have it written down for some odd fucking reason.
She will be henceforth known as.
I could check my
Karen,
notes. I don't
but-
think I written it down.
No, fuck off. Nehalem. Where's a good last name? Come on, give me a good one. Let's go to Southeast Portland. What do we got over here? Sweet. Nehalem Exeter.
Exeter.
Finest enchanter in the column.
Is this the same person?
Yes, this is the same person because we're all dumb. She just got a
Okay.
name.
So what's her name? Just for sure. I mean.
Nehalem Exeter.
Well, I didn't write it down, so that's the new name.
Beta Colony. But I do have one last question. Before they're taking them off, when they take them off, yeah, like try to convince one of them, like, let me inspect it real quick, and like when I'm holding it, cast fucking
They,
instant.
they are not gonna allow you to cast a spell.
I
They will
tried.
say, go speak to Miss Exeter. She's the one that made them, and maybe for a fee, she could make you something similar.
Okay. Well, damn. I tried.
Okay, now that's and that's funny because I've been good about writing things down lately. Although I will admit I did not have the.
I mean,
gods'
to be
names.
fair, that was like a couple months ago,
Months
so
ago,
I'm not
quite
gonna
a-
blame you on that one.
Yeah, like I got Pooper Clapper written down, or Hooper Salmons. His name is Hooper Simon. How did you get Pooper Clapper?
Don't ask
It
how I
makes
figured it out.
no sense.
What the fuck?
I love Draku. Uh.
I
Okay.
like how
My
you're gonna be
magical
like, you
ways.
gotta go to this enchanter. His name is Pooper Clapper, and like people are gonna be wandering all over the fucking Commonwealth saying, "Where's this magical enchanter named Pooper Clapper?"
He's just like, God damn it,
Hey,
Draku.
So
We got some stuff because of that. So
He's gonna rename his shop to Pooper Clapper so everybody can find him.
okay. Wait, I have
To
another
be
question. Real
perfectly
quick.
honest, that the whole him making up different names for people, we were driving home today, and he
Oh,
was
no.
like, maybe, what did you call her?
Who?
Kelsey? Maybe Lisa's working. And I was like, who the fuck's Lisa? You know,
Oh.
DWs. And I was like, no, wait, that's not her name.
It's
And
bleeding
he was
over.
like, Kelsey. He was like, okay, Kelsey. And I was like, no, that's not her name either. It's Alyssa. He was like, oh.
Oh no,
Draven
worlds
How
are
many-
bleeding.
and Draven
Hey.
are becoming one.
What's the name of the girl that works the counter for you, or used to?
the blonde one,
The one that got pregnant.
one that got pregnant.
That you tattooed while pregnant. That she didn't know she was pregnant.
Oh, it's either
Ooh, isn't that a big no-no?
What's her name?
Tiffany or Heather.
No, what name do you think it is?
Heather.
Oh my god, you're fucking right.
Is her name Heather?
Yes.
That's funny because we've
Pooper
got
Clapper.
no point now where I swear to God, Diana will make suggestions in the back of my mind. That's. I'm like, wow, Diana think. Oh no.
Actually, wait. Wait. What's the name of that fucker that we met right coming in fucking town? Not the elf, the dwarf. I don't have his name written down. But I should.
His name is Peter Coupling.
How would I fucking forget?
Oh no, you're the one that was talking to him.
I know, right?
What are we
Okay.
doing?
Okay,
We're
so
leaving.
Oh,
you guys got all your shit. You're done on the top of the tower.
We
On
were
the top-
talking about ass, is what we were really talking about.
Yeah, we're really talking about horse ass and getting some. God, I
Are we
feel
talking
like
about
that's
donkey ass?
ass. Oh no.
That's
Anyway.
just-
That's done.
okay. So Draku's like, so we have a week
We have a week.
to be here. So what do we want to do?
I want
I
to go
don't
take
know
a
about
bath.
you lots, but I need
As-
to find
Well-
a bookstore.
I think we need to get lodging. Where can we stay? We would normally stay on the boat, but it's getting worked on.
At this, as you guys are about to board the windlass and seeing your way out of the security checkpoint, the captain of the guard who's kind of been present through all of this says, "Oh, before I forget, as a thank you of service," and he will hand you a slip, and on it it's not an IOU, it's a, what's it called? It's a receipt. Oh my, fuck me. It's a receipt to a nicer hotel or inn or lodging establishment in the second floor of the column. Or not second, I'm sorry. Not second. It would be 8th floor of the column. And he says, as a thank you, from the Commonwealth government, lodging will be provided at no charge to you as you stay here, especially since your ship is in dry dock and might not be in the best living conditions right now.
Is this hotel happen to be called the Willow Trove of some sorts?
God fucking damn it.
No. That is a criminal establishment that was destroyed many years ago.
No, I was talking out of character. I was not talking in
Oh!
character.
Don't you mean the pillow trove, not
I
willow
know,
trove?
I
It's
was-
the leaky nip. Come on, we all know
It's
this.
the leaky nip.
No, I know. I said the Willow
Fucking
Trove just to fuck
Travis.
with you.
Oh god,
Uh,
that's I fucking every time he says that, and the look on Matt's face is like, "You motherfuckers!" It's so good. All right, I'm sorry. We're all over the place tonight.
Do they have room for my esteemed associate, Greg?
Yes, stables are in the back, of course.
Yeah, but he's a
Wait.
hero.
What about my bird?
Oh yeah, in
Ollie.
Cali.
Polly.
Cali.
I will have Stitzen here accompany you and make sure that all of your requests are met.
I asked what the name of the establishment is.
The name of the
leaky
establishment
nip.
Yes.
is the Bellaphone.
The Betaphone?
Bellaphorn.
Forn. It's not French, so it's not good. Got it.
The Bella Thorn.
Bellaphorn, not thorn, forn.
So like fornicate. Got it.
Fornicate, yeah, not fornicate. Bellaphorn.
Oh no,
Thorn.
there's a bar to the party.
Hey, it's not. It's a high-end establishment.
High end quote
Keep your
unquote.
dicks in your pants, boys and girls. Relax.
It's not a Bella Thorn. It's a Bella Thorn.
Ah.
Gotcha.
Bellaphorn.
Thorn. We know where.
And
this is
unless
developed.
Bella- wait,
Porn.
So
means
it's
what
Bella
I-
Forn?
Can I cast?
Fucking hate all of you. Yes, Rachel. What would you like to do?
Can I cast Find Steed and turn Collie into like a smaller version of herself?
You absolutely can.
I would like to do that so she can stay with me.
Is that a ritual spell? I know that this is goofy because to all of you watching at home who scream at me every time I allow Lilith to have Find Steed, yes, it is only a paladin spell. However, fuck you, I go with
It's
the
cool.
rule of fun. So you do have access to the spell Summon Steed.
I think it like you can cast as ritual. I just have to double check and find Steve. But I think you
So-
can
No.
just cast as a fucking thing.
It's instantaneous and it's a
Second level spell.
visual and hang on.
Just out of curiosity, because, I mean, if you want to walk in... Oh, wow,
shit.
look at that.
Sorry. That
There
was
it
me.
is.
I did that.
Casting time 10 minutes. So it'll take you about 10
Yeah.
minutes, but you can absolutely do it. I would say as you guys make your way, if you aren't doing anything too tenuous. It's verbal and semantic. You could speak the words and make the gestures. And by the time you get there, I will allow the spell to have taken effect.
I mean,
Okay.
after I hear the name of the fucking establishment, I fucking go to Fizzle Sprockets establishment, just gone.
Well,
You just wait, like you're just
I'm-
running away from the.
I'm not running
well-
away, but like that is like my main place to go as of now.
I'm
There he
probably
went.
gonna. Is Fizzle Sprocket also? No, wait. Who's the artificer?
That's
again?
yeah, it is the artificer.
Artificer is
That
Fizzle
is Artificer?
Sprocket. You guys did.
I'm
remember
I'm probably gonna go with.
I
Yosef
I
with
wrote that down.
that. You did wrote that. I wrote that down as well.
Can
I
can,
didn't.
can I take the cart with me?
Okay. Let's hold on a second because as we will fast forward to as you collect your things from the drop box, the rent-a-storage place, or we'll say for sake of sanity because these guards are smart, they had word sent to the you store it, and they sent your shit to the Bellaphorn,
Oh no.
and your stuff
Oh,
is
no.
waiting for you in your rooms, which
Oh
are
no.
these are
All the
big.
skeletons. No.
That's not good.
Oh no, all the dead bodies, right? There's like how many coffins are there now? Like
There's two. There's two coffins.
it's a no questions asked. You
It's my
killed the
mother and
dragon.
father. Don't judge me.
The
I
people
like to have them close by.
normally you would imagine that someone would want a tip, but after moving all of Yosef's shit, they seem just happy to get out of there alive. And
Does that
scurry
include the big
guys.
ass plate?
The cart. Remember that you took a windlass, which is a giant barge that just moves straight up and down. So all of this shit, and in fact, this makes sense now because I'm dumb. The cart, all of your horses, and Kali and Greg were kind of led over to this stable where they were kept, they were fed, they were watered, all that good stuff. And then all this shit was loaded back up. All your stuff has been deposited on the 8th floor of the column, 2 above the ground, at the lovely establishment of the Bellaforn. And this place has given off some serious Bellagio vibes, except for it's not like, giantly tall because it's only, the ceiling is 40 feet above you. But the rooms are big, they're lavish, there's plenty of room for all your stuff. This building is 3 stories, and you guys end up taking they have quite a few rooms. This place looks like it's used for foreign dignitaries of whatever level to be housed here in comfort. And you guys are given, I just about said 9 rooms, and I know that's not right. 7? 7.
I forgot I had an extra 1,000 gold.
Yep, 7 rooms. So with that, before, as you guys all kind of find yourself wondering what you're going to do next, Diana, or I should say Draven, Diana would approach you and say, in the weeks leading up to the ball, I know that we need to retrieve the book and go shopping, apparently. There's a small detour I would like to ask you to accompany on. It would only take us, if we moved quickly, I would say about 2 days. A day there and a day back. It would be to where I grew up. I need to pay some people a visit and some respect.
Is this everyone or just Draven and
This is
Triku
kind
and...
of Draven, but the conversation is happening close enough where the rest of you guys, should you want to hear it, you probably could.
Oh, I am being oblivious on purpose. Not my
Okay.
place.
Got it. Good to know.
Oh wow, I actually rolled high for a perception for once.
Yeah, I would say over a 10, you would get bits and pieces. She wants to take. She's asking him specifically, but you kind of something's going on.
I mean, I have to look for a bookstore, so I
listen,
don't think I'll be able to join.
I got a bookstore.
Got a bookstore?
I do got a bookstore. I wrote it down.
Oh.
Draku would, yeah, sure. When you want to go?
Well, if
Do you want all of us to go? You want just me? Like, are these important people?
you're all welcome, but this is important to me, and I would like you to be there with me.
This is how your organs get stolen.
I will,
What the fuck?
Hey, listen, he's not going to a necromancer, so he's fine.
Yeah.
That we know of.
I will do anything for you.
Well, let me know then when you would be ready. I figured that we could take Greg, maybe shuck his armor for the time so we could move a bit more swiftly. I would hate to be away from.
Swift fight.
What? Shut up!
Yeah. There's one thing I want to do. Before we go. Do you know this town? Like.
Yes.
Okay. I want to get. Before we go, or I could do it after if yours is pressing.
It's not pressing. They're not going anywhere, unfortunately.
Well, you know all my tattoos?
Yes.
Well, I want to get a tattoo of a dragon. Because, like, that's what we used to do back in my tribes. We would tattoo big occasions, defending off attacks from other clans and everything like that. And this was a pretty big one. You know of, like, a tattoo place in this area?
I
Give
can't
me a
say.
needle and I might be able to do it.
Or do you know of who to talk to?
I don't think I've never personally had one, nor ventured or frequented an establishment, but I suppose we could ask around and find one.
Yeah, because I mean, I got gold and I
Mhm.
pay for it. So yeah, wonder who we should ask.
Very well then.
But uh, at that's just while we stay before this the ball. What is a ball? Do you know what a ball is?
It's a
I
dance.
thought you had 2 of them.
A dance?
Mhm.
What's a dance?
Oh my god.
Drake, are you telling me you don't know how to dance?
Oh,
I mean,
somebody buy this man lessons. Holy crap, this is going to be a terrible thing if he does not learn. Well, okay, Draco. Dancing is a form of martial arts.
it
That
is.
is actually a very good comparison.
It is. So you will be a natural at it, but you need training to be good.
I could.
So I want to get a tattoo, and I have to learn how to do a martial arts called the dance.
In less than a week, yes.
And
The
then go
best
with
part
you.
is, Draku, is that this particular martial arts is done with a partner. So I will attend these classes with you, as my fighting fist to fist, as you know, is a bit rusty.
That would be awesome. Oh yeah, I'm down. Let's do this.
Okay, very well. D&D ballroom dancing.
Ballroom
Woo!
blitz.
Yep.
Ballroom blitz.
Probably not. That would be a bit awkward. Be at like the State
Blitz.
of the Union.
Blitz.
Y'all forget that
Oh
Draco
my
was
god. What the
was in a
fuck was
clan.
that?
This is the song. It's part of the song.
Mm-hmm. Blitz, blitz, ballroom blitz. No shit. No.
Yeah,
Anyways,
it's
it's
a great song.
yeah.
It's a great song.
Was it like the 80s? It came out 70s.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway,
Anyway, sorry.
back on track. So, essentially, that's a open invitation. So whenever you're ready, let Diana know there. That being said, who for the first couple days is doing what?
I
I know
got
there
multiple
was
things.
Fizzle Sprocket, there was Pooper Clapper, there was Nahalem.
What I do want to talk to, because Scorpius wanted to know, I do know of a bookstore because I talked to Jethro about it, but he told me of one. I did not write it down.
Would they happen to have more
Jethro.
arcane-based
Jethro, aka the
tomes?
bookkeepers of the library.
Oh, yeah, Enceladus. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
But yeah, what are you exactly looking for, School Purist?
Well, I'm looking for books basically on the enchantment school. Some about
Well-
curses, and then
Well,
maybe.
I mean, if you're looking for that, I would just tell you to go to the library in that regard, other than trying to buy the books.
I might need them for a while, that's the issue.
You could take notes.
Oh my god, excuse me.
Good, that's for sure.
I mean, you got basically 4 to 5 weeks in this regard, and you can basically, like, I can put in a good word for the bookkeeper,
That'd
and
be useful.
and then
'Cause
you're gonna.
I have a project I'm working on that I might need your help on.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe you can work with Frizzle Sprocket. He's an artificer that I'm currently getting a certain project done right now.
This more in line. Modifying of spells. I don't know if he'd be useful in that.
I don't think that's his line of work, but yeah, I can try.
Okay.
So I just kind of swing him by the library and kind of give him, like, introduce him to Jethro.
Okay, we'll start. We'll start with you two. I love doubles. That's perfect. It's two birds with one stone. So Jethro, kind of, once again sitting at the front desk. As you guys take the windlass up to the 3rd floor.
Down.
No, it's 7 floors up, 3 floors from the top. So.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot because they do them. Okay, yep.
Yeah, it's backwards. I
Yep,
need to
yep.
remember it every single time. But he says it is a pleasure to see you all back here, and job well done on that pesky dragon. I know that, especially you as one of the, and he kind of like motions you guys in and towards like one of the back corners, and he says that. He continues to talk as you guys kind of find a place of seclusion. Oh shit!
God bless you.
I hope you don't mind that the Book of Illumination will not be given to you in any sort of formal environment. This is something that, after great discussion, has been reluctantly given up temporarily. You understand. We still do not know of its depths and wealth of knowledge, and we hope that should you find some, you would be willing to share that with us as you go along your journey.
Oh, yes, of course.
But do very much try and keep this book under the radar. I'm sure most people wouldn't know it at a glance, but I know that you are one of the arcane, and much like when you first laid eyes upon it, it has a way of, let's say, standing out to those with the trained eye.
I mean, it's just a normal book. What book are you referring to?
Exactly. Well, I suppose we can knock this out now, so keep everyone guessing if anyone was ever waiting. And what could I do for you? And as he leads you back towards the super secret hidden portal section, he turns to you, Scorpirus.
Yes. I'm working on a little project, and I was hoping to look at a few tomes to see if you might have a few. I am looking for something that explains a lot of how the enchantment school works, similar to that. I also need a book about curses, then maybe one about fiends.
Well, as you know, this is a library. I can, on good order, give books, especially since you've proven yourselves loyal and a friend to the Commonwealth. However, if you are interested in just purchasing books and more of the, I would say, normal variety, there is a bookstore I would recommend amongst the sprawling ground of Beta Colony, and that would be Red Ink.
Red ink.
Yep, red as in I read that.
Would you know if they would have said books I'm talking about?
I do not know about the ones about the... Maybe about the modification of spellcraft, but I think I might have something on the demon end for you.
Alright, that would be useful.
Of course. So he kind of takes a detour away from the... And what exactly did you want to get out of this book on?
A book about fiends and devils, specifically higher up devils.
Okay.
Basics of the hells, that sort.
Basics of the Hell. Hell 101. Quite so. Anyway, he leads you down kind of a and remember this library, the Radiant Athenaeum, is there's a lot and it is packed. The kind of foyer has this great spaced out, very large and sophisticated atmosphere, but once you get back into the nitty gritty, it's like the aisles are maybe 2.5 feet wide. It's like tall and tight, and they got a lot of shit packed in here. And you go down one alleyway. It's very dark, and you kind of get towards the back of it, and you swear the temperature picks up in this particular alcove in the Athenaeum. And he pulls out a book that almost seems to be radiating heat. And he says, I think you'll find this book quite useful, and this is one I would like this back, you understand.
Oh, of
But
course.
I would not mind lending it out to you for a time. You will find that it is quite diverse in fiends and devils. And they are quite a nasty bit, and they're even more nastier to each other.
That's... And he gestures to all of him. I kinda know.
Oh, I hope this can be enlightening to you then. And you pick up the book, and it's got this red, kind of almost darker than blood, leather-bound cover. The book is warm to the touch, warmer than the ambient temperature. But he says, anyway, let us retrieve the other item of interest in today's venture. And he once again kind of takes you back through this winding maze of tight, super tall aisles of books, and, you know, eventually rounds enough turns where you guys have no fucking clue where you are. Your keen mind helps, but the layout doesn't make sense. It's almost like this path, whatever it does, it's meant to make you lost. And eventually he arrives in a section, pulls a very simple, very thin tome, and the wall just kind of starts to pull out on hidden hinges. And it's not a doorway, it's like a revolving door. The hinged is in the middle because of how tight the space is, and it's barely enough for you guys to squeeze through, but it gets the job done. And then you're led into what you can only imagine is the Pocket Dimension Library, which is much nicer, it's more spaced out. There's a lot of things behind locked boxes and glass cases and stuff like that. And he, once again, Yosef, as you approach it, you see it sitting behind bars, behind glass, and damn, that it almost feels like a drug. Like you're looking for that next fix. You can't wait till you lay hands on that book. And he goes through the process and the formalities, and it is so... You're almost about to like jump out of your skin. It's taking too long for this book to get back into your hands. And eventually he gingerly picks it up and hands it over to you. And says, I do hope this serves you well, and I hope that you'll be able to make some breakthrough that myself and our fellow historians have not been able to accomplish.
The only thing I can do is right now is promise or hope that this will help us not allow the world to end, at least.
Well, if you could do that, I would call it a success then. So, once again, best of luck. And allow me to lead you out. And once again, you guys go through the maze, and as you're walking towards the front desk, he says, is there anything else that you would need of me, or the Athenaeum before you depart here?
Nothing that I can particularly think of, but I do believe if I do need something, I can come back pretty easily if I do need something.
Oh,
Of
definitely.
course, you are always welcome here. You are always friends. He shakes both of your hands. Once again, thank you for quite frankly, the miracle you pulled up north, and I hope to see you again soon.
While I'm shaking his hand, was like, I just work here, mate.
Alright, with that, who's up next? We'll jump back to you guys in a second.
Yeah.
Lilith, what do you want to do? Cubed, what are you doing?
I would have probably started heading over to Frizzle Sprocket.
What was that, Fizzle Sprocket?
Yeah. Am I too quiet
Okay.
here?
Lilith, what would you be doing?
I would be going to a bar to have a drink and then back to the room so I can write a letter to my dad.
Okay. I forgot whose parent was who. I flipped me up for a second. I thought it was Scorpirus's dad was your dad, and I was like, holy shit! But then I'm like, wait a minute, nope.
No.
That was, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah.
I don't
My
know.
dad's name is Kinma.
No.
This is a
Sorry,
gaff.
that was a Lucas goof. Anyway, you find that drink. Your money is no good. Because this particular bar is associated with the Bell of Thorn, and they all know your names, your faces, and your dissertation. So essentially, whatever you want is yours to have.
I would like just an ale, and then after I finish it, I'm gonna go up to my room and write a letter to my dad.
Okay. Is there? We'll address that later. What's in the letter? Okay. Of the two who were at the library, were you guys going to go next to Fizzle Sprocket, or?
I mean, I gotta find a blacksmith and then a music shop, like an instrument shop. So I got a lot
Okay.
of things I need to do.
Okay.
I can wait though.
All right, and we will say that you choose Scorpius, you could follow Joseph to Fizzle Sprockets.
Actually, yeah, I might be able to go to
Okay,
him for
perfect.
that.
Oh, yeah.
So, Thea, you see your friends as you all approach the. Let me get the name right.
Are you looking for the name? Is Fizzle
The name of
Sprockets,
the shop-
Gadgets, and Witches.
Yeah, physics and widgets. But anyway, you approach the shop and you see that the chimney above the stout and sturdy brick structure
Did
is
we take
built.
the cart with us?
I would imagine so.
Okay, I'm
you-
just making sure.
Well, because you want the thing, right? You want to.
Yeah, I took the book with me. That book.
Okay, I would say you swung by the house, right? The Bellaphone. You got the cart. You got the horses. And you made the slow trip to Fizzle Sprockets. Anyway, the chimney is billowing smoke. There are like massive tin shutters that are open, and like you can see the heat just radiating out of there. And you open the door, and it's hot, it's sulfuric, and it's quite warm in here.
And the door does not ring.
No, it does.
The
'cause
door
I fixed
does
it.
not ring.
I fixed it. I minted
No.
it back into place.
It's
no, you
around Tia's neck.
bell. Yeah, that's
Oh no.
the door doesn't ring, and it looked like a bell or something hasn't been. But oddly enough, as a gnome never likes to be surprised, as you step in the welcome mat, you feel it fall and depress with a click.
They set up an IED.
Oh no.
On the other side of the room, you hear
Ding ding ding.
something equivalent to a quick, and I would almost say low-pitched steam whistle. And as you step off the mat, the plate rises into position again, and it only happens once because 3 of you walk in and this whistle blows once.
You want to know what I envision whenever you say like the doors opening, all that bullshit? I would just imagine for some fucking reason, Sprocket would somehow get like the door in a string and all this bullshit. Like whenever we open it up so much, like it would tighten and like a gun would fire and just fucking die right when we open the.
Yeah, just kill you guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what he should have done. But he didn't.
That'd be a really bad way to get customers. They just die when they walk
I mean,
in.
everyone thinks he's crazy, so
Or you
he's
could
just
pull a
gonna...
Yosef and harvest their organs.
Customer retention drops to 0%. Okay, so you walk in the door, and in the back you can hear the sound of the quickening claps of a thunderous sound as a hammer is worked on an anvil or some sort of mechanism, and metal is smashed against metal, and things are forged and shaped into some new crazy and crafty invention. And eventually that stops, and you see the pointed hat of the owner and the man. Fuck, I'm using too many adjectives. I'm sorry. Fizzle Sprocket walks out of the back, pulling off these great big, dark and shaded goggles up over his face. He's covered in soot and dust, and welcome back. What can I do for you?
Oi, mate, we're back from fucking fucking up that dragon.
So you did ya?
I basically pull out like my bag and basically dump out all the fucking scales.
Holy shit! Oh. Wait.
Now,
It's one thing to hear it, but it's another to see it.
now I have a question, good sir. Now, remember how my little invention I wanted to make?
Now, which one would that be again?
The only one I gave to the staff.
Right, I'm sorry. You have to forgive me. Yeah, a couple of you approached me for various projects.
Oh,
You
yeah.
wanted the staff of some kind, is that
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, now I remember.
So, what you thinking on it now? If you hadn't throw me a ballpark price.
Well, it'd be written mutlin and thorium for your staff, if I'm not mistaken. And he's like, come here, look, get the blueprint I made for it. And he, like, shuffles through some like, filing cabinets in the back, which are not filing cabinets, but, like, a bunch of drawers where you would, like, house papers. I saw a really cool dresser the other day at Goodwill. It was fucking lit. Anyway, something like that. And he pulls out one. He's like, I think this was it. And he lays down essentially what you and him sketched up for. You were
Like the multiple like sketches over top of each other.
Yep. It's not the engineering, it's the enchanting that's going to be the tricky part.
I mean, if we put our heads together, do you think it'd be any?
Oh, of course,
harder?
it can be done, but, sourcing materials and the making it resilient to all that heat, and
Well,
magic likes to make things a bit screwy.
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I got a lot of materials that are resistant to heat.
I think that we can pull this off. Expertise. I would the low end of the price tag at about, let's call it 5,000 gold. This is a hell of a staff you propose.
I understand, but still, 5,000 gold is fucking 5,000 gold.
Oh, you try finding a rod of power for something cheaper than that, and then we'll talk.
I mean, like, I have thorium.
I know. It's not the materials. Well, that is one of the costs, but There's a lot of expertise that goes into this, you understand?
Actually,
This'll be a hell of a tool once it's done.
that's true. Now, also, I want to approach you about something else I've been fucking around with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I pull out the book, not the book of elimination, the other book, the Golem book.
Oh.
And it's like, have you ever seen this type of book before?
I've heard of golems, and I always thought they were a bit silly. Something that magically flaunts about, and if you poke it in the right place, it just keels over. I'm more of a mechanical and mechanism.
Well, listen, I've read this book once or twice, and kind of memorized back to front. But what I am very intrigued about this, we got this new material that I think you'd be a little interested in.
Material, you say?
Come outside, real quick. Come outside.
Okay.
Oh no.
I show him the cart.
Yep, just like voila, and he walks out and he looks at it.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Gotta take some time, and you see him do some magical like incantations, and he finally like looks at it, and he almost falls over once like the
Well,
gravity of the situation dawns on him.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna say, it's like, hey, listen, please don't like make fun of us of the craftsmanship. Like, we just fought a dragon, so we put something together. It's just something to.
No, we were given a cart. We didn't have. We were given a cart.
No, this is.
It's not the cart I'm looking at. Holy fucking shit! You tell me that a dragon made this?
Technically speaking.
Oh my god! I have seen quite a many things in my years, and I have never seen something like this.
Well,
But you want to make something out of this?
think we can make a golem out of it?
Holy shit! You bet your ass we could make a golem out of it.
I think it'd be a pretty fucking gnarly golem.
God help whoever comes in front of this golem if you use him for combat. I can see.
I want him to use him as a fucking paperweight.
Oh, laddie. This'll be the world's greatest paperweight. The potent. Oh. Oh. And it, like, you kind of watch it, like, he comes up and he's like.
See in his
he's like-
eyes.
Yeah.
Your ears are turning.
The lust in his eyes, and he's like, comes up and he's like, rub metal. Like, oh, we could make some stuff out of this for damn sure.
I never saw metal turn on a man before, but this is the first.
And you ain't never seen metal like this.
After
And he,
he's
wipes his brow and dabs his forehead with.
But I do know that there's something important with this. It's going to take a lot to power this, especially being this material that's probably never been lifted before.
Mm-hmm. I can already see a problem. If a dragon made it, the heat that fused it all together must have been extreme. And I'm sure that you are a bit of the astute. You notice the chaotic properties.
Bless you.
It looks like if we can refine it, if you will, we could pick what property you wanted.
I do understand that, but it's just I don't really
You
know
understand the cost of the infrastructure I'm gonna have to build to service this.
how.
It'd be a bit steep, but I'd be willing to take some off, so long as I get to lay my hands on it.
Well, something I can tell you that this is not the only stuff of this, and let's go back inside real quick.
Okay.
Probably a smart idea.
But anyways, when we're all inside, and be like, now, Mr. Fizzle Sprocket, I know you had a little trouble recently before we came to you with all these projects, finding work, correct?
You could say that.
Well, something that I know Beta Colony's going to be doing because we recently had a visit with the core because of all the stuff we did with Dragon.
That makes sense.
They are very interested in. There's more of where this stuff come from in the Dragon's Lair. And what you can do if you can work on this first, you can have expertise of it, and the core would be the only one to hire because you know how the shit works. You would have like exclusive rights to work on this stuff.
Oh my god. That.
And then
Yes.
you'd be a renowned artificer.
You can watch. You can watch the visions of grandeur through his eyes.
Well, darn, there goes my plan of what I was gonna do, but alright.
I'm sorry.
I think I'm smelling what you're stepping in. And this golem, let's say that we could have it at a bit of a discount for the investment in my future.
Well, that and probably another reason that this golem would highly be appreciated is we're trying to save the fucking world.
Yeah, I remember that from the first time. But visions of grandeur.
But money! This is basically what he just said.
Pretty fucking much.
Titles and reputations. No,
Generational wealth.
Don't take me for being so greedy. It's just I can't not drool when a big break I've been hoping for steps and falls into me shop.
Oh, also, we do have another business venture that I'm going to be looking into that I think you also may want to get your hands on such. I
Oh.
don't know who just joined.
Who's here?
Or
These are...
Like metal?
One of the other business ventures that we have going on is, there's this individual, his name is Peter Couplings, trying to make a new transportation system.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can't say I've ever heard of him.
but what it sounds like, it should revolutionize the way that we do transportation throughout the land as a whole. Looking for an artificer, I'll recommend you.
Sure, send him on over. I hope your boys be working on your upper body strength, because if we want to get any of this done, I'm going to need a couple of helping hands.
I just do pull-ups every now and then. Maybe some push-up.
Moved him. But also,
Did he just say I do pull-ups?
yeah, that was him.
I thought that was
I don't know.
cute for a second. I'm like, why are you whispering?
Well, then again, my voice isn't really that deep either.
Well, that's why.
Your balls have yet to drop, Zach.
But also, I got some associates real quick also on some of the projects, and I don't want to overshadow them with all this stuff.
Oh. Man, you guys, you've been the best thing that ever happened to me.
How old is Fizzle Sprocket again?
He's old for a gnome, but like his health hasn't deteriorated, but like all of his hair is either white or silver.
He's
Like,
got some constitution. He's like a dwarf.
yeah, he's like a dwarf.
He's a wannabe dwarf.
Well, he's got the strength for it. That's for damn sure. And if not, the cunning and intelligence to make up for it.
So, are you done now, Swift?
I'm sorry, Thea. I didn't mean to overshadow you.
That's fine. I just wanted to ask first of all, Sprocket here. Since I've been ever since you've helped with the gun, I've been interested in tinkering. And so I've done a little bit of tinkering, as you can see, and I pull out the gun and show him the carrot sack kind of where it catches the bullets.
Taped on.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've done some tinkering. Shows him like a macaroni art.
Well, I mean, it does the job that it needs to do.
Hey,
So I mean,
If it works, it works.
And he kind of takes it. He says, "Oh, that's not too bad there, little kitty. But
What Why'd you say it like that?
I did not mean for it. It just that was weird. You're sorry. That is a bit rude of me. Your name is Thea, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Let's go
Okay.
get they.
Anyway.
I
If
was.
you'd be interested in tinkering, this is not bad, but I think I might have a way for you to get started in the craft, per se.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could be an apprentice, right?
Apprentice?
Yeah.
I need the help, especially if your friends here keep pushing me closer to my grave. Don't
What?
sweat it. I'm happy to be busy again.
Well, I mean, it'll be nice to learn from an actual artificer. So.
Oh, you'll be learning, all right. It sounds like we got our work cut out for us.
Well, I know what I'm doing for the next week.
Anyway, but before I get ahead of myself, there is something I'd like to show you. More like give to you. And get a better understanding of how this sort of stuff works. A game for your brain, if you will.
Oh.
Gives him a fucking Rubik's Cube.
No, that's dumb.
He's
Anyway,
gonna give me the 85-bit Rubik's Cube, like the big chunk one that has the.
oh boy, are you in for a treat? He will pull out a kind of like a box that inside of it houses 2 brass dowels. And on these
no.
dowels, you don't know what this is. Shut the fuck up.
I know exactly what this is.
Do you now?
I'm pretty sure.
I am so excited because if you could guess this, I would actually be amazed.
Is there a bolt in one of the dowels? Or no? I think it's something
No.
else.
There's no bolts per se.
But just explain it. No,
Anyway,
let's see what
one
happens.
of the dowels sticks out one of the side of the box, and one of the dowels sticks out the other side of the box. And on these dowels,
It's Fuseball.
no. There are various gears, cogs, and other sort of toothed wheels that intermesh with one another. And there's various sleeves that can lock spinning cogs to the shaft that they house on. This here is a little mechanism I came up with myself. It changes torque ratios and makes this rod here, and he points to the one that sticks out of the box on one side, spin faster. I'm gonna give it to you and let you play with it and hopefully awaken your brain and get you thinking in the right direction. This is tinkering and mechanics and
Right.
Is this one of those fucking like boxes, like mystery boxes, where you have to like open it up by like shifting like it opens slowly by slowly?
It's funny that you say mystery boxes because essentially this is what we like to call a manual transmission.
Oh fuck you!
So-
Oh no.
Manual transmissions is one of the coolest things I ever learned, and when you watch them work, it is beautiful. Anyway, I'll give you that for a little bit. I got a lot of drafting and thinking to do, so by sometime, let's say tomorrow, about lunchtime, and we'll get going on this crazy-ass crafting we have to do.
Alright, that sounds good. I'll play with this and I'll see you at lunchtime tomorrow.
Yeah,
So, before we get to the nitty-gritty, you'll be making a golem now, yes?
I can't add that on the money train right now. I do not have the money to support a golem. I
Well-
can pay for my staff, but not for the golem.
That depends. Do you want to do the staff first or the golem first?
How much would the golem cost if you had an estimate
Well-
price?
The golem, since this will be the big ticket I've been waiting to punch, I'll give it to you at a discount.
What? Even including the discount, how much is it going to cost? Is the question.
Let us say 3,500.
Only 3,000. Well, that's actually not that bad. It's less than the staff.
It is less than the staff, and you have the material. Now, granted, it's gonna take some time, but I think if you be throwing in your help like your good friend Thea there, it maybe we could accomplishment in a series of weeks, I suppose.
I could probably help with inspirations.
I mean,
The inspiration isn't the part I need help with. It be the backbone.
I was also gonna help with the staff anyways, if that was possible. But, he's work.
That would help, and it did help on the cost. Unfortunately, there's quite a bit of magic that goes into that one.
Well, I guess we can put off the staff for a minute until I get some more funds for that. But I can pay with the golem for sure.
Yeah. Do keep in mind, I might need a little extra pocket change too. And he kind of gestures behind him to the forge, anvils, furnaces. We might need to get a little creative when we build this monstrosity.
I mean,
Might
would
need a bit of new hardware.
4,000 right now kind of suffice, and see where we go from there?
I think that would be a great starting price.
Yeah, I can't really go much over 5,000 for the golem.
That'll be fine. Just do understand, and I hope you don't mind, but I might be taking some of the alloy, maybe say a new hammer and a pair of tongs.
Sorry, your mic is cutting out. What'd you say?
Yeah.
You're making hammer and thongs.
Tongs.
Tongs. Yeah, cut out. It cut out, so I only got what I could hear.
God damn
I
it.
know it's on Zach's
A
mind.
fucking
An
cheese
old
tray
dwarf
out of
and a
this
thong.
material.
No, straight
Old
up
gnome.
Chaos Alloy Princess Leia bikini. Here we fucking go.
Tong. I just heard what cut out, so I heard. That's
He said
what I heard.
tongs.
But one of the biggest things about the golem, how are we gonna power it? But I have a plan, and I want your opinion on this.
You be working in thorium, right?
Yes, but it can't just be thorium, because that's not gonna power it properly. Even if we have a big fucking chunk of thorium, it's not gonna power this heaping fucking pile of metal.
Chaos metal.
I see your point.
And also this stuff itself reacts very heavily with thorium.
It's... Would Scorpius still have the burn on his hand?
What stuff you be talking about?
Talking about the chaos shit outside.
That reacts with the thorium.
Yes.
Oh.
It's
makes very badly.
Yeah.
And would you call the event very energetic, you'd say?
Very fucking energetic. The scars on my hands, yes.
Well, I think we just solved your power problem there, wouldn't you say?
Well, I mean,
it sounds a bit more we have a control problem.
The only issue is it absorbs the magic.
It absorbs.
That is quite nice. Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, hold. Ooh. You got yourself a sweet setup here. You don't have a power problem. You have too much. You need to figure out how to control it. We'll work on that. I have some ideas.
Okay, let me throw you an idea that I got. Okay, I want your opinion on it then. As you are the more expert person than me in this regard. Now, thorium absorbs magic or reacts heavily with it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I would like to do, I have a lot of dragon's blood.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've noticed, dragon's blood has a very weird effect on magic where it kind of contains it a little bit. Not exactly, but it has this weird effect on magic which will allow it to bend to what I want it to do.
It's not a perfect science, but your
But, yeah.
hypothesis is correct.
And then, what I've noticed, whenever I was in the bottom of the sea and from near Aslan, there's these weird pillars, and I was testing with thorium, and then I have basically a thing of depleted thorium that, it's basically useless. But what would be if we take that and like encase it as like an alloy around the thorium and the dragon's blood as a whole, and it'd be like the control to contain the magic or to contain the heat and the power in that regard, as the cooler, as a separator, which controls the power.
It's not a bad idea. We'll tinker with this at a later date.
Yeah, I'm just throwing
You're giving me quite a bit to think and dream up, you see.
Also, how tall is this fucking golem gonna be?
Oh,
As tall as you want.
we be only building monsters here, my friends.
Oh, no. There'll be monsters, Roman.
Standard package, and depending on how fancy you want to get, we could go either 8 feet or about 10 feet.
It's gonna be a fucking siege machine. Holy shit.
Well, usually, oddly enough, the problem is power, but that won't be our problem.
Okay.
Anyway, go enjoy the rest of your evening. I got me some thinking to do.
Also, where are we gonna put this material? Do you want to just put it out back or what?
Since we don't know how it reacts yet, you better hold on to it.
Okay.
I'm not ready. You said you had a small piece of it.
Yeah, I pull out of my bag.
You mind if I start tinkering with that?
Yep, I throw it to him.
He takes it.
Don't throw the fucking explosive metal.
It's not explosive.
It's explosive with
It's
high
not explosive.
impact.
Correction. It can be explosive randomly or if you want it to be. This is quite some stuff you're giving to me here.
Please
This'll
don't go
be-
starting arson.
It will be most exciting.
Listen. I understand that you're a very excitable person. Please
He's
don't
like-
go using this.
Practically like drooling.
But please don't go use
Oh.
this to go start fires on random competitors.
No. Oh,
Not
they'll
yet, at
burn
least.
themselves to the ground after they see me at my finest.
Also,
Thank you,
by
my friend.
by the way, keep shit hidden because not many people know about it, and this is like top secret shit. So
Oh, of course.
you don't want any of your competitors getting your hands on that.
Oh, they would never live to see it.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Sure.
I
What do you want to know?
want to know. I want to know what's the deeper meaning behind that. That's a 21.
Kill a bit. Like
I mean, but how? If I had to guess.
they're knuckle hammers.
Got some special hammers there somewhere.
Oh, just some really heavy ones.
Okay. Like, all right. I just kind of give them like I'm watching you look. You know what I mean? Just imagine if you made a hammer out of that bullshit that he's had in his hand. Just like it explodes on command when he hits something with it. Like, boom!
Hey, that. Ooh.
Why'd you give him the idea?
Oh.
Exploding hammer.
Every time you hit it, the surface explodes. That would be
Mhm.
amazing.
That's like 2d8 explosive damage.
Every swing, baby. That would be dope. Oh, who knows? You worked for it, so. Okay, so you guys take care of that. We'll kind of Mr. Draco, you. Fuck me, I'm sorry. excuse me, you and Diana are on the hunt for a tattoo shop.
Well,
Right?
I ask Lilac, because everybody else is at the thingy, if she wants to venture with. No? Or not. Okay. So yeah, me and Diana go look for a tattoo shop.
Okay, either we can roll separately, or one of us can have advantage.
Looking for a candy shop.
What are we using to try to find this?
I would say perception or investigation.
Well, if it's perception, I will
It's
take
perception.
advantage. If it's investigation, I will for sure give it to her.
Okay, it's perception. That's how this works.
Okay. And I'm really hoping 28.
Okay, 28. It doesn't take that long. You actually go one floor down, so you're on the 8th floor currently, so you go to the 9th floor. And this is still in, everything on the column is nice. That's not to say that everything on the ground floor is shit, but this is definitely upper class. Everything around the base of the column, middle class. Outside of that, it starts to not run down, but the money starts to go away.
Yeah.
So you find a high end, kind of. I want to say it's like, I don't want to call it a salon, but let's call it a beauty parlor. And part of that is everything you would want to do to alter or like hair, nails, makeup, tattoos. All of that right here.
Oh shit. Okay.
I think there's a name for something like that, but I can't think of what it's called. But anyway, you walk in the door and there's like a bunch of gnomes working on various mostly women as it would be in the immediate front kind of open hair salon area. A bunch of gnomes who are, very skilled at what they do, going about their business, and one of the ones that's, I can't read that. What does it say? I'm sitting on my bed.
Well, look at it, fucker.
I got the poke. I can't. Okay, fine. Let me. The only problem with playing D&D on my bed is when I get poked, I can't read it. It's too far away. Right. Okay. I figured that's what we're going for. Okay. Con, you crazy fucking bastard. Oh my god. Alright, cool. Getting even more chungus by the day. Anyway, one of the gnomes comes up and says, "Oh, welcome. What can I do for you?"
Draku talks to a gnome the way somebody should not talk to short people.
Oh no. Like small child. Hello,
Yeah.
small
Time
child.
to get bitch slapped by a gnome.
Well, Draku leans
You want
down.
me to fucking cut you, do ya?
Draku leans down and he's like, "Hi, I have a lot of tattoos, but
can
No
see.
shit.
we just killed a red dragon, and I want to get a dragon tattoo. It's super duper special, like the most specialist tattoo."
Kind of,
And
you would know this with your high perception. That she's kind of eyeing Diana like, is he fucking retarded? Or is this just how he always is? And Diana's like,
no, this is how he always is.
yep.
Does a quick little nod.
Yep, like, It's like, sure, you killed a dragon. We can definitely do a tattoo for ya.
We're gonna pull out the dragon scales and show him to his face.
Well, yeah, I like and I pull out a dragon tooth out of the bag of holding.
Okay.
Like, see, I mean, we just killed it, and uh, the one that was causing all the fire and the things and making people leave and is real bad. You know that one?
Ha! What's your passive perception, Draven?
Passive 19.
Yes. 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you watch as Diana from her bag of holding picks up essentially what has been essentially like a handful of teeth and like pulls them out of the bag, kind of shows her to demonstrate seriousness, and then puts them away. She goes, "Oh, well, thank you for your service then. That is quite an accomplishment."
Well, yeah, and this is like super special. My clan, back whenever I was not here, we used to tattoo each other for big occasions, for big things that happened. And with this one, really special. This looks like the fancy swancy part of town. I figured you would be the best place to talk to.
Well, we can certainly do that. This tattoo you had in mind, did you have a preference of the color or the ink, per se?
There's multiple kinds?
Yeah, there's... Oh, we can just about mix up any color you could ever imagine if you really want something special. And kind of does like the lean in and like kind of almost covers her mouth with one hand. We can even do it out of some very expensive materials too. They're not only pretty, but they could also do something for you.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
Like what? What do they do?
Oh well, we've I'm sure you're familiar with your precious gemstones, but some rubies, if you're feeling, would make you stronger. Um, you, wow, that was a timely poke, good sir. That, man, you guys are really looking out for me. Or you just pop that open really quick so I don't get it wrong. Those crazy bastards. Uh, where is it? Part.
Why does it sound like your gain just boosted? Or is it just me that did that?
Where is the...
Come on. That's not right.
Oh, here it is. Okay, strength is rubies, dexterity is emerald. Got it. Okay, cool. Alright. So, rubies for strength, and we do emerald dust for if you're quick with your hands or a bit more dexterous. And diamonds for constitution, a sapphire, the blue kind, for your intelligence, and the green jade for wisdom, aquamarine for charisma, and you can even get resistances to some things.
Ooh.
These are interesting tattoos.
What? Diamond seems cool. What's diamond do?
Why does underneath that it says Matt suffered presumed 1 point of psychic damage from the paper he threw into the air that boomeranged back and attacked his eye? What the fuck is this?
Well,
That must have been something I missed because I listened to it.
well,
Anyway, I'm sorry, that's not important. You said diamond. That'd make you more hearty, less, better at not being poisoned or stuff like that, your physical constitution would be greatly increased.
Oh wow. How much does that cost?
Oh well, the tattoo itself is it's about for an establishment like ours. I'd say depending on how big you wanted it, that could be anywhere from 50 gold to 100 gold. But the materials, of course, that is something you can't charge. And that would be 2,500 gold worth of crushed up diamond dust. That would actually be put into your skin, making it super fancy.
You have the diamonds here?
We could procure them for you if you'd like.
I want to do that.
Okay, it'd take a bit of time to get all the things we need, but I suppose what do you have in mind for this tattoo?
Well, I have a lot of tribal style tattoos. But what I was thinking was I have a spot right on my neck. On the back, right where my hair is. Where on the back of this, I'm pointing at the back of my neck.
Right.
And I was thinking that, oh, you don't want me to fucking customer service the fuck out of you. I could. I'm not going to. Well, I
Oh,
want to.
you're the one. Yeah, if there was one, tell me, describe it. You would know how to do it.
Oh. Would you have any books I could? Oh, fuck, Jesus, I can't do that. I can't. Okay.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, I'm character knowledge and
Why don't
player
you?
knowledge. Okay.
Because
Well, I was thinking like, all right, this is what I want. And Riku grabs a fucking. He asks for a pen and a piece of paper, or a parchment and a piece of quill. I don't fucking know.
yeah, an
where we're at.
ink, quill and ink. Yeah.
And all right, he busts it out and he starts drawing. And Draku probably can't draw worth of fucking shit, which is on par.
I will say that Diana would assist you in any way she can. So roll at advantage. I'm not gonna fuck you over because your character is you are dexterous, so I will allow performance or dexterity with advantage.
We'll go. I'm not that dexterous, but an 18 will work. Fuck it.
18 is good enough to get exactly
That's a
what
save.
Oh, that is a save. Motherfucker. Okay, that's even better. That's a natural 20.
You get exactly what you want. Scratch down on paper the the design,
And I want it to kind of roll around, the horns to kind of roll around my shoulder blades a little
I
bit.
see.
And
This is quite sophisticated. You must have some experience in this matter.
well, we killed the dragon.
Well, quite so, then you'd know exactly what he looked like. You'll have to forgive me, it's not every day I talk to a dragon slayer. Like, at this point, much like any establishment that is run by a bunch of gossipy women, they're all gathered around to hear the tales and see firsthand this strong, strapping individual who is devilishly handsome and now wants a tattoo from their establishment. You have quite a group of onlookers who are interested in what you bring to the table, if you know
In
what I
multiple
mean.
ways.
In multiple ways.
How much diamond is the diamond that we need? Like, is it gonna take up the whole tattoo, or do we do like the black tattoo with the diamond in it and it just in certain parts, or is it the whole tattoo?
Well, the tattoo is diamond, but if you want any color to it, the diamond just makes it a bit sparkly, you see. It doesn't actually make the color. So the ink is of your choosing. It would be, so if it was red, like this dragon you describe, it would be a sparkly red.
Sparkly red.
You could do it with the flames outside of character.
Well, all right. This is. I see the design. All right. So I want the horns to kind of go
Raven,
over here.
once
and-
I want you to draw this because
Oh,
I want to see what you
motherfucker.
have in mind.
God damn it, dude.
I'm so excited.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So how he describes it, the horns of the dragon are going to go like it's going to be less on close to his hairline and more almost in between his shoulder blades. The
Mhm.
horns are going to go up around his shoulders just slightly.
That's cool.
Red and black dragon,
hmm
mouth open, forward facing, or just the head, pretty much.
hmm
And with his mouth open and with the flames coming out, flames would be diamond, and in the eyes of the dragon will be blue, or what color eyes were the dragons?
It was like a dark, or no, it would have been like it would have been almost like the color of fire. Like dragon was red, but the eyes were like a glowing embered orange.
Okay, so pretty much the eyes would have the diamond in it, and the flame ball that's coming out of its mouth would have the diamonds in it.
Mhm.
And the rest of the dragon would be a little bit more black because all of his other tattoos are black
Mm-hmm.
because they're kind of faded, worn out Polynesian,
Right.
almost. So it would be more black with red undertones to it. Around for the face, the horns would be more of like a black shading, but the diamond parts would mainly go in the fireball and in the eyes of the dragon, with little small accents on the horns.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how he describes it in a drawing and how he wants it. And he goes off on this whole tangent of like where he's pointing and he's almost laying on the floor so that way the gnome lady can see it. And he's like,
Right.
see, looking and like taking off his shirt, few little chest bumps.
Oh, like now there's some of the customers are now part of this this circle of oogling. Yeah, no, but the idea is well received, and she kind of draws up what she thinks she could do, and a couple of the other ones present ideas that are pretty much identical to what you're asking about. They show you how they're going to do it. They address what techniques they were going to use. They bring out color palettes of what kinds of reds you want. What kind of shades of black you want. And other tattoo mumbo jumbo that I won't pretend I know. But anyway,
Are you gonna ink master the fuck out of me? Oh yeah, come back in 20 minutes. Bullshit, by the way.
I don't understand that.
That is bullshit. I'm just gonna say that.
No, they say, well, unfortunately, we don't have the diamonds on hand, but we can get them. It would a couple days work? Come back in, say, 3 days.
Yeah, I gotta do something with this wonderful lady, and I'm gonna learn how to dance too.
And like,
I can
There's
imagine
a
Draco
couple
doing
of
the
these
electric
that are-
shuffle.
there's a couple of these gals that are borderline hyperventilating about the man that has been looked at before them here. Uh, have fun. Do you need a partner? And Diana's like, no. And
Do I need to give you the money for the diamonds, or how do I go about? What do I do?
the since we're gonna get the diamonds, and we are more than happy to do so, it's gonna cost a little bit of extra just because we need to reach out to some of our various suppliers and stuff like that. But it is not too much of a surcharge, if you will. The cost, and we'll call it upfront for the materials, will be 2,750 to get everything ready for you, of course. Come back in 3 days, and then for another 75 gold, we will get this beautiful piece of artwork upon your body.
Draco just pays, like, he just grabs gold and he looks at Diana for help to count.
Yeah,
And he's just stacking gold on this fucking counter.
And she's kind of overseeing this, make sure that it all goes, and that the excitement in the room is palpable. Like, holy shit, this is some like, I don't want to say old lady smut like coming to fruition, but let's just go with that. But there is a great amount of excitement. The money is paid for the materials.
That it was
An appointment is
$27.75.
scheduled in 3 days. The time and choosing is set towards let's call it, I don't know, fucking high noon or something. I don't know. But a time is set, an appointment is made. Hands are shaken.
Did you say 2,700 for procurement and 75 for the tattoo?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure that my calculations are right.
Mm-hmm. Well, well then we have quite a bit to do, don't we, ladies? And they're all like, mm-hmm. And they're like, well, we will see you in 3 days then. Do enjoy your dancing lessons.
Yeah, and I gotta go. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's it. Drake, I guess
Yep.
Draku, he looks at Diana and is like, well, I have a few days before my tattoo. Do you want to see if anybody else wants to go with us, or would you prefer it be just me and you?
If it would just be the two of us, that's what I want.
Should we let anybody else know where we're going? Just
Oh,
in
of
case?
course, I don't want them to worry, but just tell them. We'll tell them so they don't worry.
Okay, I'm sure we'll eat with everybody, and then we'll tell them then, and we can head out with the tomorrow morning work.
Perfect. That's quite right. Quite all right.
It's a date. Eh?
Did you say it's a day or it's a date?
It's a date.
Yes. Yes, it would be.
Yes.
Rachel gag.
I'm waiting.
Oh, she's gonna kill me. I'm scared of actually. I am scared for my health.
There it is. Do I need to?
I fucking hate you. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know.
No vagina
it's
for
not.
you.
It's not directed towards you. It's directed.
No,
fully towards me.
I'll get my fair share of killing at the wedding. I'm ready for this.
No, Jesus. Where'd you come from? You sneaky.
I don't know if you can concealed carry across that many state lines on a plane, Bolo.
Nope. I have to turn and face the music once I get down to Texas, and that I've always wanted to die in Texas.
Hey, now you can say,
Don't worry.
listen,
My battle buddies won't hurt
final.
you that bad.
You can say your final wish was to be buried in the freest state, Texas.
Yep.
Hey, to be perfectly honest, I straight told my mom's brother that if he shows up to my wedding, I will escort him out myself, and I don't give a fuck if I'm in my bra and thong.
That's a fair thing.
Wow.
You know, what's a wedding without a little?
There's
dropping
always
the
something.
conflict?
I'm excited for what this something's gonna be. I hope it doesn't, anything big or major or disappointing. But there's always.
It's not my death.
To be perfectly honest, when I said that, I was in front of an 80-year-old lady, and she deadass looked at me and went, well, if it happens, make sure I have an invitation beforehand, so that way I can see your grandmother come out of you.
That's funny.
Now, I have a question. Am I gonna be the youngest motherfucker there?
Yes.
Yeah. No. No, we got some kids in the wedding. It's fine.
Okay, I won't be the youngest one. I won't feel that bad then.
That's fine. I mean,
How old are you, Swift?
I'm 20.
Oh,
Actually, how
Cassie's
old
20.
is everybody here?
Everyone's older than me.
I'm
Cat-
24. I'm 25 in July.
I don't want to fucking talk about it, you assholes.
Yeah, you,
I mean,
hey, you're getting up there in experience, my good friend.
Yeah, well,
Nothing
no
to
shit.
be ashamed
I'm
about.
wait.
22 in like 10 days.
What
so it's
level
like,
are
yeah.
you, Draven?
I am level 36.
Hmm.
It's a good level.
Yeah. 35. I'm aged like fine dog shit.
I thought you were gonna say like milk, but okay.
Which y'all will see whenever you come to the wedding that, you're
Oh,
gonna look at Rachel and look at me and like, what the
looks
fuck
aren't
does he got?
everything.
Really big dick.
Because you guys, I'm no
And
looker.
personality.
I'm kind of like some gremlin that should really be kept in the back of a closet.
That's
But
I
me.
just work here.
I'm fucking ugly.
I've come to understand that happiness has many forms and it affects everybody in different ways. So if you two are happy together, fuck everybody else that says the contrary.
Exactly.
You found your person, and that's all that matters. Okay, so with that, you guys all, I'd imagine, regroup for
I'm sure he
a
won't flirt
shared
with them, though.
dinner at the Belleforn, unless there's anything that
I-
needs or wants to happen today.
I'm sorry. I need to find that fucking instrument shop so I can get this
Oh,
war
shit.
horn done and over with.
Yes. Okay, so you roll a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
What would be better for you?
Investigation.
Investigation? Then I'll give it to you.
I mean, I get advantage with perception, but I have a -2 to my perception.
It's your choice.
16.
Okay, you ask around town, and eventually, as you're starting to get to the later parts of the afternoon, when you find a musician's shop that specializes. Oh God, excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh man, you find a musician's shop that has a whole host of expertise in strings, in brass, and in the traditional and boned horns. But you walk in and you pick the workstation that speaks to what you're looking for. A gal working on essentially carving out a ram's horn for the purpose of making a ram's horn.
Definitely. I'm sorry to bother you, miss, but I have a project that I've been working on myself, but it's tenuous, and I don't exactly have the tools to finish it properly.
Scorpius will pull out the fourth of the way done carved out dragon horn and place it in front of her.
And
Can
I'll
you
say,
work on this? Boom!
I was
Oh!
hoping that
Oh
this could be
my!
turned into a war horn.
You want this turned into a horn?
Yes,
Oh, Uh,
that's not too difficult. I hope.
it's not too difficult at all. I've never carved a horn this big, but it. What did this come off of?
Viserys the Red dragon that was terrorizing the north, and he'll pull out the other dragon horn and say, "Here's the other one."
And like everybody in the store is like, boom, instantly around you, instantly like, whoa, what is that? And what are those? What are those? Yeah. He's like, well, I'm sure a dragon's horn isn't much different than any other horn. Yes, we can carve this out, and you want to make a
war horn. Which I sent you a picture ages ago of how I want it to look.
Right. Yeah, no, I got it. This will take us some time. We can absolutely do this.
My question is, how much would it cost?
Oh, well, just the one or both of them?
Just the one.
I'm sorry. Jesus.
No, you made me yawn. Gosh dang
Sorry.
it. Yawning's
Um,
contagious.
It is, but I the time. It doesn't make sense. I'm not even tired. He says, "Oh, well, to make it a war horn, it's very labor intensive, you see, and it's quite a delicate skill. But we can make it into a horn for I would say, let's call it 500 gold.
Oh,
We can make it into a horn.
That's
Yeah.
cheaper than I thought it'd be.
The
Yeah.
sound will be absolutely incredible. I'm quite anxious to see what it sounds like.
Sure, I'll put 500 onto the table.
Like that in itself is like, whoa, whoa, okay. And she like takes it. She's like, oh, give us some time. Is there a place that we could reach out to? Because the work is very. We never know how long it would take. I would say 2 weeks at tops to get it all carved out.
Where are we staying? Outside of character.
Oh, so you tell her the Bellafor and what
Yeah.
rooms you guys are staying in. And we will get to work on this. Would you prefer a higher pitched or a deeper pitched? I assume this will make a deeper pitch, judging by its diameter and length.
Yeah, naturally it'd be a deeper pitch.
Okay, but you want to keep to that then?
Yes. I don't want to make it
Okay.
too strenuous on all you.
Oh,
You sure you don't want a death whistle with it?
I don't want to pull a Caduceus.
I'll see what I can come up with.
No.
that was so funny. Okay. Yes, we'll get started on this right away. And do stop by anytime. We'll show you how it's going. And
Most
Whoa.
definitely. I'm going to be in town for a week, little over a week.
okay, very well then. We will make this our top priority for you.
Thank you. I thank you.
Thank
And another question. Would you all have fiddle that is up for purchase?
Did you say fiddles?
Fiddle.
Fiddle. Like
String instruments.
like a small violin.
Small violin.
Got it. I was like, is he saying iddle or fiddle? And if
Yeah,
so,
you
Fiddle.
what
got
is...
out like right in the middle whenever you're trying
Yeah.
to say it.
God damn it.
Yes. There we have a selection of lutes and some fiddles, and some other stringed instruments. If you'd be interested.
Oh, most definitely.
Well, right this way. It like kind of walks you over to the selection that opens up like a violin case and says, "This here is 4-stringed, kind of standard for the fiddles, and it would be about 80 gold for this particular one. Highly quality."
May I see how it sounds first?
Did she sit out, does some quick tuning, and then play a jaunty beat tune that would belong somewhere in a sailor's tavern. That sounds great. No, that's out in the sticks. Come on.
Hey,
Fuck you. The best joke I ever heard is, and I'm sorry, this is so out of character, but what does a artillery shell and a banjo have in common?
Oh no.
By the time you hear it, it's too late.
oh,
There's a reason why East Tennessee has a very bad reputation.
Oh man.
I mean,
Alright,
That
That-
is that is actually where the origin of those fucking stories come from.
Yeah.
Dixon, Louisiana is pretty bad too.
now you said 85?
80.
I-
Just 80.
Just
Actually,
80.
you want to know actually where that story comes from? It's from a book. It's called Deliverance.
Yeah, no, they made a movie about it. It's like
Also a
super
movie,
fucked
yeah.
up.
I mean, I actually have the book right here because I had to read it for one of my English classes.
No,
Oh, shit.
there's a movie about it too. And
I know, it's originally a book. Fuck off.
No, but the movie's good.
Jesus.
No, you educated fuck.
Okay, it doesn't matter. We're off topic. I couldn't help it. Every time I think of banjos and artillery rounds, I chuckle to myself because it's
Family Guy.
you know it.
Seems today that all you see.
Anyway,
There you
yeah,
go.
it's just 80 gold. It's high quality. It's made of, depending on what climates, it will do well in just about any climate. And the strings will be changed in case something happens. And it comes with bows, just in case, once again, something happens.
I'll take it.
He boxes it all up and hands it to you, and it has been quite a pleasure. Most people, when they come in here, are not of the musical persuasion. It is refreshing to see someone who knows their arts and their preferences.
That would be through my training. I'm a bard.
Oh, you certainly look the part then.
Ah, yes, a tiefling and a half plate. Definitely a bard.
Well, I thank you. This is really good and very fine craftsmanship.
Why, thank you. I will pass your compliments along to the crafter.
If I find anybody of my talents or another bard, I will certainly send them this way. But he'll
Very
just
well, then.
nope the fuck out.
Okay, yeah, you have yourself a fancy fiddle. Alright, so with that, you all regroup for a dinner, very luxurious, spent at the Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne.
Hate you guys.
Porn.
With that, Diana broaches the subject of, if it wouldn't be too much to ask for, me and Drake were hoping to take a 2-day trip out to where I grew up. There's some things I need to wrap up. I don't expect it to take more than 2 days, and
Hold on. Rachel would like to know if you got her poke.
I did. I don't know if she wanted to put that in the mail. That can happen, but I mean, she's not going to get a response today, or hell, even this week. But
Yeah, she said just put it in the mail.
okay, that'll cost you 5 gold to see to it that it gets to Asland.
Thumbs up.
Okay, that's done. Letters.
She told me to ask you or to chime in whenever I can kind of chime in, and I forgot. I didn't forget, but
Okay, yeah, I saw her poke. I'm like, I feel like there's more in that letter.
well, and she said there's probably more in that letter that she's, I think, rummaging, trying to find.
Well, if she wants to write it up, that's great. If not, she can like call me or something. We can talk about it later, and then like, we'll decide on what's what, and a response will be made, and whatever.
But she said afterwards or during this time, she would also like to go. What? I fucking talked for myself. Oh, well, I thought you were fucking.
If Rachel's talking right now, her mic is muted. We can't hear her.
Yeah, you're fucking muted. Okay, she's trying to find something. Never mind. Carry on with whatever Diane was saying. My bad.
Oh, okay. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm looking at stupid stuff. Forgive me. So Diana says that we were hoping to take the trip, and I didn't want to just leave and alarm any of you. I know that it sounds like you have all had quite a exciting day.
Yes. I did. I'm gonna get a tattoo. Oh wait, you were with me.
Yeah,
And
yes.
I'm an apprentice of an insane artificer. I'm just kidding.
Got a new instrument.
And I got a jar of dirt.
I was tempted to reference it. I was
Nice.
tempted to.
Well played. That was funny because that was well played.
So, what's the surrounding right now? Are we just like in a fancy like?
You're kind of like in a fancy restaurant.
We're at the Cheesecake Factory.
I don't think I've never been
Oh,
to
That's
it.
a
honey.
fancy restaurant, really.
That is not that fancy.
Okay, we're at
No,
the
we're at
Melting
Olive
Pot.
Garden.
Okay, that's a little bit more fancy, but
What, Olive Garden or the Melting Pot?
well, London Pot is just all fondue. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, not that fancy. It's not the London Grill, fancy. Oh, you guys, yeah, that's the most expensive restaurant in the city of Portland. It's like if the president were to come here and stay, that's where he stays. Is at the London. That's where he eats, the London Grill. But yeah, no, this is upscale. Yeah, Olive Garden. That sounds good enough. Close enough. Who knows?
I wouldn't expect Olive Garden to actually be an up-class area.
I mean, it's pretty damn expensive. To
All
be
right.
honest.
We're going to a place that probably has no name on the, or like there's no
Oh
price
yeah,
on the
no.
menu.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, if you have to, it's the rule of if you have to ask, it's too much.
Yeah.
Like super swanky type shit.
No,
Yeah,
like if you ever go to those seafood places and they do not have the prices, you don't want to know.
The good news is, however, is your meals are provided to you as a thank you.
Oh.
Do we just get like this receipt pays for fucking everything at this point?
No, I can't give everything to you guys, but I'll give you that. Anyway,
This is an all-inclusive hotel.
I told you it's
Can-
for high-ranking dignitaries.
Before the food arrives and when Diana asks us our day and stuff, I want to ask like Diana's like, have you
What did we even
heard
fucking order?
Here, hold on.
anything from or haven't been in contact with John? 'Cause we haven't really been updating him on the monoliths.
No,
Like the last time we spoke
suppose
to him was in Aslan.
I suppose I should sit down and compile some messages for him.
Yeah, we should get an update on what's going on.
Yes. But sorry, Yosef, you were saying something.
I said, what did we even fucking order? Did I miss that part of the conversation?
Look, I'm not role-playing, I'm taking your orders.
We're getting fish and
Oh,
chips.
Are
We're getting
you,
fish and
are
chips.
you being a basic DM right now?
Whatever you want is within reason is provided to you.
I want
Since
Everyone gets a
Wagyu steak.
everyone.
I want a
yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Whataburger.
Everyone's get a steaks.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay.
Okay.
I want a Wagyu because I really want to try that shit.
Yeah, same.
I don't know what that is.
It's supposed to be like really, 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 really good beef.
Yeah, it's like a steak that just turns into butter and melts in your mouth type shit.
It's mostly fat, right?
Yeah, it's like
Because of the marbling in it.
Well,
eat it in Japan.
Alright. Stop making
And
fun of
I'll
my
get a
mom.
fish.
God damn, that sounds
Would.
so good. Okay.
Well, I'm a cat. Of course, I'll get a
Yeah.
fish.
It's that girl, dude. Come on.
cat
That's what I was
girl.
wondering, okay.
Anyway.
Fucking furry.
Jesus Christ. So that
You have Cindy?
all us and discuss about your day. Sounds like everybody's plates are more or less filled with projects to do and things to see.
So much to do, so much to see.
Why? It's not all a meme. Not everything is a meme. Calm down.
Oh, taking the back street.
What is love?
Shut up. Okay, so anyway, Diana says
Let's make this a
me and
musical
Draco will be
D&D.
gone no longer than I think 2 days. It'll take us a day to get out to where I grew up and what we need to do there. It won't take terribly long. Just visit with some old friends.
Do I need to fight anybody?
No,
Oh.
Do I need to fight your 7 ex-boyfriends?
Oh wait, what's
Not
that movie?
like-
It's like
This is
fucking.
not the legend
Scott
of that
Pilgrim's
fellow
against the
named Scott Pilgrim.
versus the
No,
world.
no.
Yeah, I was
or
just
something.
gonna say Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, cool. Bus money. God damn, that was a funny fucking movie. Anyway, no. This will actually be one of the more simpler tasks we've ever done together.
Oh.
And do keep in mind, this is also in.
Through.
This is not in the middle of nowhere. This is in a small, quiet suburb of Beta Colony.
Hey, how do you whisper the DM?
Slash
Slash
W,
W,
and
yeah,
then
slash-
Polo or Lucas.
Yeah, do /W space Lucas, then the message you want to do.
Get that? Oh Jesus!
Oh,
We're all
dying,
dying.
I am.
I spreaded
physically
COVID
dying
through
yet.
TeamSpeak. I spreaded COVID through TeamSpeak. I'm sorry.
/W. Is it? Hello.
Type in
It's
Lucas,
Lucas.
and it should be able to tab it.
Shit!
What?
Are you sending your dad a letter or a message? Because I just saw when you said I have sending. Is it a mail, like paper, parchment? Or are you casting
No.
a spell to send him a message?
Like casting a spell.
Oh shit, I'm terribly sorry. You gotta tell me
That's
that.
why I wanted to fair warn you with that poke.
Yeah, I was sorry. That was
Lucas was being Lucas.
Yeah, I'm dumb. You'll have to forgive me. It was written so weird, and I didn't understand it. I felt like there was a lot of details missing. So, what did you say? You have to tell me what you said. I'll just poke it.
Pretty much, we killed the dragon. I'm good. And I want to know about my mom. Because it's only 25 letters. Or 25 words.
I'll have some more.
Like,
Oh,
I want to know.
what you're saying is what you're saying.
And that's what your dad hears. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I thought you meant a paper. I didn't realize you were. I'm sending. You're pulling a jester right now. I was so confused.
At least you're not asking him if he's pooping.
Are you pooping?
Well, she still has like 13 words left, so.
And
Roughly.
I miss you, and I love you.
You
I'm
pooping?
gonna end it there.
Are you pooping?
It's just a weird question to ask your father. Just
No, I know how
We're
that feels.
referencing Critical
To be
Role.
perfectly honest,
Oh.
every time I call Draven, he's always on the shitter, so
Every
it wouldn't be anything for me.
Fucking time.
Hey, can you get me some food? I'm on the toilet. Just
At least
wait.
the man is regular. That's counts for something.
I'm overly regular. Like Jesus.
Okay.
Every damn time she's like, "Oh, I'm going on break. Let me call him." And
Your father, Lilith, replies, "It is so good to hear from you, dragon. That sounds rather amazing. Unfortunately, I don't. No, I'm sorry. I haven't heard more about your mother. Where? And that's all.
Oof.
he doesn't know how sending works.
No.
Should have added you got 25 words.
Yeah, it's only you can respond to this only 25 words. 25 words or less.
just like a automated call or something. You know, pick up the phone. You only have 25 words to be able to respond. Please leave a message after the
that
beep.
is what you receive. So at least you know your dad is doing well. That's something. You also can send more
Sorry.
messages.
You what?
You can also send more messages. It's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, but I'm gonna wait.
Okay. You can dump as many 3rd level spells or higher as you want.
Hey, wait.
Okay.
Did I ever figure out her name? That's why I was like, I'm looking.
There's no
Was that what you were
way
doing?
I have that okay, that might be wrong, but it would be so far back. Let me gently flip through my notebook, which is falling apart on me. It makes me so sad.
Well,
And it's only been
5
2
fucking
hours
years
and
old.
43 minutes since we've been streaming. Jeez, that feels
Uh,
like it's
Granted,
been
we
like
started
3
like
hours.
an hour and a half late.
Yeah. Hold on. This is all cube shit. This is all Banzu. This is Yosef. This is Lilith. Okay. Ooh. No, I got Abyssal written next to Mom.
Nothing else. Just Abyssal.
Just Abyssal. Huh. Wow. That's rather good for a Lucas job. Because I have your dad's name as Genma. Is that right? Yeah, Genma. Okay. Yeah, then I do not have a name for your mother, so you will have to tell me that.
Fuck.
Or
That means I
Rachel will
gotta
have to
find
tell
one.
me that, so then we could surprise Lilith at a later date.
Yeah, I'll
I
do
got the
another
book.
sending here in a minute, and I'll text it to you.
That's a yeah. You, but do tell me your, and I'd prefer you say it for the privilege of anybody watching this at home, so they know what the fuck is going on, and also because I'm dumb and I miss stuff too. So
You're all the dummy, but none of the thick.
yeah, a big
Okay,
brain.
give me a minute, and I'll let you know the name.
Okay. That's all well and good. Tell me I didn't just lose that spot. Go back and I'll write it in there because I have that. Yeah. Shit, where were we? In the... What's happening now?
Well, Diana was telling us about how her and Draco are going.
Right, yes.
I am not apparently beating anybody up.
No. This is just to visit some of my family.
Oh, I'm gonna
Yes.
meet your family.
Yes. That's why I wanted you to come with me.
Oh no.
Are they smart like you?
Yes, they were very smart like me.
Are, are, are you sure you're gonna want me to go with?
Yes, that... I've thought about this and it would mean a lot to me if you came with me.
They're gonna. I'm not as smart as some other people.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's this is hard to say. They'll... You know how I don't look my actual age, right? An accident occurred in my magical studies when I was older, much older than I am now. And it, by accident, not by my design, reverted me back to my younger years. This has been a blessing and a curse. You see, my parents, they passed away a while ago.
Oh,
And my brother is also gone now too. They're all buried back where I grew up. That's where I would like to go.
oh, okay. I will gladly accompany you.
But while you will be meeting them, I dare say they won't be much in a position to judge. But still, they would have very much liked you. They were not as strong in the arcane as I am, and I sometimes envy them. They they use magic for parlor tricks and to make people happy. And while I have those capabilities, I was bit by the bug that many students of my pursuits find themselves chasing an ever increasing power, and it leaves very little time for a personal life. And I let mine slip away from me. And you kind of start to see, as Diana's telling this to all of you, by the way, that this is hard. Like, she's choking on her words, starting to, tears are starting to well up. I let my life slip away from me once. And with this gift I cursed upon myself, I swear I will not let it happen again. This time, I will be different. Not to simply chase it for power, but to what I have to use it for good. And I think I have. We killed a dragon together and made the world hopefully a better place. There's still a long road in front of us, I know that, but I need to see them again. I want you to be with me.
I will gladly be with you.
You have been, and I'm so very grateful for this.
DM, I have a question.
Yep.
Did she just basically say that she figured out eternal life?
Huh?
I must have misheard something, but like talking about how she's like much older than she actually is.
Yeah.
But is it that she's doesn't age anymore, or that she's
a lich.
or she's the lich, or
No,
she?
so I don't know if this has ever in its entirety been revealed. You can
don't-
ask her that question though.
Uh,
But from
Oh.
from what you gathered, it sounds like there was an accident, and her age was reverted back to her because she looks in her late 20s, right? Very young, very healthy, all that stuff, and she has said before that the incident had happened in her 60s.
She was fucked with time. Oh no, that's what.
Something happened, but as she said,
Um,
it was not an intentional effect.
Did she say? Did she say actually how old she was in total?
Well, as
I
of
don't
right
think
now,
she's
she
ever
would be.
mentioned her actual age.
I thought she mentioned somewhere like something that
I don't-
Jericho said.
I don't think she actually has.
Okay, well,
You can
I
ask
would
her.
just politely say, Diana, I don't particularly know much. I know we've worked together for the last couple months and so on and so forth. What exactly is your specialty in magic, which led you down to this accident? Was it like part of your research, or what?
No, it was a mistake. What would be a horrible mistake. I am a wizard of abjuration. My specialty, as you know, is helping people and protecting them and keeping them safe and dispelling the evils of this world. And something, Yosef, and I'm happy to see you did not have a similar experience. The schools of magic here are quite renowned and have a illustrious history, but the students in them are they grow hungry for the knowledge and the reputation and prestige and all that, and it becomes all consuming, and they forget about the rest of the world. They forget about relationships and family and things that make you human. and they just crave and pursue, and because of this blind ambition, some of the greatest things in the world have ever been invented here, and that's wonderful, but at what cost? And my cost, I never knew. I thought it was acceptable. My parents loved me and supported me, and they knew I was on to be great things, but I was so oblivious to the rest of the world. And so, once I finally thought that I had mastered abjuration, I looked to something else, because I could not sate the hunger within me. And I started bigger than I should have, because I thought I was better than I was. I got cocky. And that mistake should have killed me. But it didn't. So here I am.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly were you messing with? The accident.
Well, I thought with my understanding of abjuration and how to destroy spells and keep them hardened and stable, I could dip into some of the more difficulty stuff of transmutation. And it did not do well for me. I suppose I tried to mix too many things too quickly. I was essentially working on what I hoped would be a better version of what I've come to understand as some of the higher level spells of this world. Maybe making it easier to cast it at a lower power with the same effect. And it didn't work. But so I wish to go home to visit. You are all welcome now that you know. I suppose there's no sense in hiding the truth. But this time, I want to use my magic for more than just trying to perpetually climb the arcane ladder. Actually do something useful with it other than perpetually putting my head in a book and make a life for myself.
Joseph
Life-
takes slight offense.
A life that I denied myself in my first life.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, I'm not very good with books and stuff and learning, but if I can do anything to help you experience life, I will gladly do anything I can.
Oh, Draven, and that is what I love about you. You don't have to be good with books to live a wonderful life. You have all taught that from me. My parents taught that to me. I was just so blinded by oh, I don't even know what to call it, that I couldn't see that. And you've all done so much. Just an example. Living. Even if it's not through a book or being the most powerful at your craft, it's still beautiful. And I thank you all for that. You watch as she wipes tears from her eyes.
I give her a hug, like just straight into the hug. Bam.
You the Rachel gagging.
Yep. She already
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm. This is
Hey,
what she was gonna.
listen.
What she was gonna hate me
You're the
for, but it had to be
you
done
you
because it's good character development.
you. To be fair, you may not have noticed it, but you said Draven a couple times in there. You didn't say Drake. You said Draven a couple
Oh
times
shit!
when
I'm
addressing
sorry.
Drake. You
I got
did.
lost.
That made it worse.
Yeah,
That
you're
made it
blurring the
worse.
lines there,
Oh,
Polo.
God.
You're becoming
Hey, I
Diana.
think
He's getting
Polo's hitting.
stronger. Oh no. On the one hand,
On
it's
Polo?
kind of exciting. On the other hand,
me?
I'm terrified.
Well,
So you're
Too
you're
gay.
addressing him as Draven
Yeah.
instead of Draku.
Did I?
Seem-
I'm so sorry. That was.
It seems
not...
like Draven. You have
Dude, I was zoning. I'm sorry, man. I was in it.
you're gonna have some little awkwardness at the wedding. You have somebody that's addressing you like that.
Well, I mean, we do got two gay dudes that apparently Rachel's gonna stick on me. I'll
Seek
just
now or forever
revert 'em
hold
over
you
to
peace.
Lucas.
I stand up and speak in a feminine voice. I'm Don't kill me, Rachel. It wasn't me.
It was
Pulls out a
Diana.
Glock. Bitch, what?
I would not put that
To be
past
perfectly
fucking.
honest, you know how it's going to start out? Like how my godfather is going to start the ceremony?
Oh Jesus!
I promise. I would not fuck with that. I'm not doing that. I can
Oh no,
separate.
it's bad because he's going to start it off with blah blah blah.
Nice, dude.
Because I made the comment of, should I add more to my wedding vows? You know, the whole, till death do us part, richer and poor, blah, 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 blah.
And he's
Yeah.
gonna take that blah 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 and run
Yada
with it.
yada, blah blah, etc. etc.
Yeah. And he's gonna dress up as Dracula. Like, that's his attire.
Oh my god.
He said
That's
since he can't dress up as
amazing.
Beetlejuice, he's dressing up as that.
Okay.
Oh
Open
no.
all?
Yep.
Oh Jesus!
Are we just gonna have a monster
I
wedding?
thought-
He does have white hair.
I thought we were gonna be the weird ones, so I don't feel that bad anymore.
Oh,
I
shit.
think we might be
Oh,
kind of
hell.
normal, actually.
yeah,
Which is a
we-
bold
I feel
statement
normal.
for me.
Normal?
What was it? Me and... So, my first ex-husband will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the cool one, right? It's the second one
Yes.
that's the piece of shit. Okay.
Well,
I don't think that the bad one would be there.
The second one is coming up there to see his kids all dressed up.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you won't be the one walking them out to go see their dad.
Didn't Carlos do that?
Carlos and Messer are gonna do it.
Oh,
Are those some
you're
hard
higher
head
than-
hitting
Oh yeah, that's
the motherfuckers?
no. Carlos is her first husband. And
So much
Mess-
so, I've told this man, I wish you were my kid's dad.
And Messer is a battle buddy that her second ex-husband and Messer don't really get along.
Nice.
So it's gonna be perfect. Can I watch?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, this is the kind of drama.
That's because after Carlos does that, he's gonna come get the. He's gonna
This is
come
just-
get the groom's gift from me, so that way he can take it to you.
It's just fucking like all over here drinking like heavily tea, just like.
Okay, so I found a name.
Pretty much.
Silently sipping.
Change the subject. I found a name.
Oh, okay. I got the page open.
You ready?
Yep.
Ishtar.
Ooh, ish.
I thought you were going with
Dar?
Nana.
Nope. Ishtar.
Ishtar done.
I feel that.
It's like Ishmael.
I feel that there's a hidden meaning behind this.
No.
No, everything
Not
you
yet.
do has a meaning
Give me a
behind it.
few.
Is it
Why is it
ish?
gonna be everything I do has a meaning behind it?
Is it ish?
On top of all your names, almost
Dar
every single
or
one of them.
Ishtar?
Ishtar. It's a ISH STAR.
S-T-A-R. Okay, cool. I was close.
It sounds like Ishvar. Like that. It's something that sounds like an actual pot. Ishvar.
That's cool. That's a really cool name. Okay. I have that logged, noted. All right. So with that, kind of Diana embraces and totally takes you up on this this big hug from you, Draku. Sorry about that. I did not mean to do that.
Jag.
Oh no, it's getting real. Um, and with that, I guess the rest of the dinner is had in a more of a somber tone.
And yes,
Let's
now we're
get
gonna fade to
drunk.
black.
Fade to black. So the next morning, unless Lilith, were you gonna?
No yawning.
Were you gonna send another message? I know you said you were gonna punch it out or something.
Yes. I'm gonna send another message, and I'm gonna ask my dad what is her name and where is she from.
Oh, at least I have a name now. I didn't have to make this shit up.
I'm gonna resist making that joke.
The hell? Okay. That's all you say?
Yes.
Okay.
You remember I look like her, right?
Yeah. I have that was actually written down in my description. Your father will respond with, your mother's name is Ishmar, and what was Ishmar? He was Star. The most beautiful woman I've ever met. Um, um,
Still got a bunch of words left, man.
I do. I know. I'm trying to think. Shit. This is poor fucking planning
Roll
on
a
Luke.
D9, and whatever number it lands on, that's where she's from.
Yeah. That would be smart. What would make the most sense? Ooh, boy.
I mean, now you got
Damn.
the idea of planes of existence. You can just fuck with any plane you really want to.
Ooh, Lucas, you clever dog. Okay, here's what he
Oh
says.
no.
He says, "She's the most beautiful woman I've ever met. She told me that she fled by sea from
Hey, wait, you're
some.
breaking up.
Yeah, you broke up. Repeat that.
She fled by sea from
You fled by
somewhere.
tea.
From
That's
the
what I heard.
What?
fled by sea.
Y'all let him talk.
Yeah,
Let
fuck
him
off.
talk.
You guys are all cutting off at occasion, so we all have to deal with this together. She fled by sea from somewhere in the deserts of Theta, and that's where it ends.
Oof.
One by land, two by sea.
Desert of where?
Deserts, no, it wouldn't be deserts. You would get deserts of Rio, and then the message would end.
Okay.
You always know when there's more to be said. There's always that awkward, cut off. But what could it be? Who knows? That's the magic of the spell. You could cast it more if you wanted.
You still haven't told him
I
that he
do.
only has 25 words.
Okay, you cast it again.
Fled by sea from the desert of Rio, and what else?
That's the message you send him.
Yes.
You have 25 words.
Okay.
Hey, you're not going to tell me he only has 25 words?
He responds, "You'll have to forgive me. Not sure how this magic works. It was Rio Seti, I believe. And she. And then it cuts off again.
You are being an asshole, Lucas.
That's how the spell works?
That's how the spell
I
works.
know. I know.
Fuck.
You can cast it at a higher level if you have it.
Yeah, but I don't know if higher level will make it to where she can talk longer.
No, she won't. It just
You can't
allows
talk.
her to cast
You
it.
can just dump it to like get. You can cast a third level at a fourth level, and it will still just act like a third level.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm casted at 4th level.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell him you only have 25 words to tell me what you need to tell me. And I love him very much.
Okay. Okay. Someone quickly tell me, because I was counting. What was the last thing I said before the message cut off?
I was counting, so I got fucked up.
I was counting. I was more
Of
counting.
Rio City or Seti?
Yeah, Rio Seti.
You said that I don't know how this spell works, but it was the Rio Seti, and I think it cut off there.
It was Rio Seti. He will respond. Sorry. We came from Rio Seti. We ran from experimental facility in desert. And we met when she made landfall in Asland. Need to say more. The spell ends.
You can reply to this message.
No, that was it. He had 3 more words, and he's like, need to say
Okay,
more.
I'm sending one more message.
Empty the clip!
I fucking am. Don't
Magazine.
fuck with me. I want to know.
We
Now
are
roll
technically
for
eating
initiative,
dinner,
no.
so
Is there anything else that I need to know? And that's all I'm gonna say in the message.
Yes. Returned to Rio Seti to combat / confront whatever made her leave in the first place. Never gave me details. That's the end.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes
I'm
it
done.
be that way. Good thing you're all about to go to bed. In a safe and secured location.
Now that just makes it sound fishy. Why'd you do that?
Ah, you're right, I'm sorry. We've all seen night and day. I shouldn't have said safe and secure. That's
You motherfucker!
I'm
Now you're
sorry.
gonna make us kill everybody.
No, it's not.
Roll
That's
for
not,
initiative. No.
no. I'm sorry. I should not say safe and secure because that's a scary word.
Before I go up to my room, I'm gonna go to the bar and have a drink.
All right, you do that. Provided something normal or something stronger.
Let's go with something stronger.
Something stronger. Make a Constitution saving throw. DC is 12. Ooh boy, I do love it when inspiration smacks me upside the head.
I lost it.
saving throw. Go all the way up. What are you looking for?
Saving throws.
Go to core.
Fuck off.
I like that. She
Saving
could be
throw
from
is
anywhere. It doesn't matter. And then I'm like, ooh. Ooh. Yes. The big brain.
Yeah, it's big brain time.
15.
Oh man, I'm so happy with myself. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I'm getting stupid over here. So, um, 15. All right, you take what the bartender hands you. You shoot it back, and it's hot. It burns. It's zippy. And hoo-wee. It makes you think about all the shit that you've really never really need to thought, never really had to think of. Mother, a location somewhere in the deserts of Rio City, a facility, some sort of compound. What could it be? Who knows? More than you've ever known about your mother. You've heard stories, of course, that your father has told you of the good times and all that nice stuff growing up, that fathers tell all their daughters to put fears and sad thoughts at bay and at ease. But damn, this is stuff you've never known. And as the burning of the liquor spreads throughout your body, artificially warming it, you a wave of resolve and anxiety, and trepidation and curiosity. There's a lot of emotions swirling inside of you right now. But you get the feeling that the drink probably helped settle it, maybe stir it. But a lot to think about and a lot to sleep on.
Alright, I'm gonna take one more shot and then go to bed.
Okay. Okay, I won't make you roll. Alright,
Especially
so
if you're gonna ass out anyways.
with that, is there anything else anybody wants to do before bed?
Is this like a high class?
Yes.
Like a high class. So would they
Yes.
be keen on like a random person starting to play music or starting to perform?
I'm sure you could try and persuade your way onto a stage.
I just want to see how well I do with the fiddle.
You're just gonna open up in the middle of the dining room?
Well, not in the dining room. Just okay.
You're gonna whip out your whittle. What you?
Your whittle. You're gonna whip out your whittle.
He's gonna whittle some wood here.
Oh no!
Whittle and roll. Give it the good old back and forth.
Oh god!
Yeah, no. I'll find like a lower class bar just to like
the good old
Perform
boot and
it.
scoot.
Screw your whittle.
God fucking damn it.
I hate myself.
Jack in the chain.
Shit. Okay, yes. You whip out your fiddle and you start to play. Make a performance check.
Oh no. Watch me roll. No, I'm not saying that.
Don't ever fucking say it. Why
Okay.
would you even tempt it?
That's a 21.
Yeah. And it takes a second. It's
I
new
don't
to you.
think I don't think you could challenge the devil just yet, but you're working there.
Yeah,
I mean, I rolled an 8.
you ain't jumping on a hickory stump just yet, but you get it tuned, kind of get a feel for this new instrument in your fingers, and you start to kind of play what you think is some fine fiddling music, and
Oh no.
as you go along, and people are like, "Hey, this guy's pretty good," because you start kind of slow, kind of
That's
like
pretty good.
some nice background music, and as you get feel the confidence start to build, you kind of pick up the pace, kind of up the tempo, and that goes over pretty well, and you kind of get to a point where you're trying to up it again, but it really doesn't just feel quite right. It's still new to you, so you take it back down to what you're more
Georgia?
comfortable with,
No.
and everybody around you has a good time, and when you finish, they applaud you. And you think it went over pretty well.
Alright. That's all I want to do.
Okay. Guys, all find yourselves a bed.
No, I want to do something. Damn it.
Go
It's gonna
ahead.
go grave robbing.
No, we are going to.
We need to
I'm
dig
going
up some old dead ladies.
To be fair, that one wasn't buried yet, so fuck off.
To be fair.
No, it's not. It's technicalities. I did not do any grave robbing because the grave was not already dug.
A little girl going to see her grandma's grave. Grandma, where's grandma?
Hey, no. The coffin was buried, just not with the body.
I want to see mama.
Okay. All right. What are you doing?
Okay, well, you know. Sorry,
Sorry.
the fucking emo's like any laugh. Where
No,
the
no, this has been a good session. We've just
you
been
know,
all
you,
over
you,
the place.
you know the drugs that I stole.
Oh no!
You're gonna slip
I
it
wa-
into people's glasses.
I know I want to reverse engineer it with my alchemist kit.
Okay.
Oh no.
He's
Okay,
gonna
what-
roofie all of us and then just.
No, fuck
State
you.
the
He's
objective.
gonna roofie us and we're just gonna wake up to him in his
Okay,
gimp suit.
I want to figure out what's in it and like what makes it so bad, essentially.
Okay. What is the
Like
objective you're trying to?
That would be a
okay, the objective
terrifying
is
sight to see.
I'm trying to figure out what's in it and what makes it so bad.
Okay.
You know, and like I'm trying to like what I'm trying to do is just when I say reverse engineer, like just basically like it's already a made product, so like go backwards essentially with it, and like just figure out like steps in reverse of making this drug.
Break it down
essentially.
into its constituent components.
Yes, if even possible.
Okay. Go ahead and
What would I need
make-
to roll?
Let me think. That is a.
I am proficient in my alchemist kit.
Yeah. Go ahead and let's call it. Call it your intelligence, and then you can add your proficiency because you're using your alchemist kit.
Okay. Ooh. 18.
18. You're not. It's hard to say. Like, you go around and like you kind of like boil it down, try and break some stuff up. You have an understanding of the but of the basics. But also at the same time, you don't know what these drugs do because you've never
I ain't
taken
testing.
them.
No, I ain't testing this bullshit.
Okay.
Hey, homeless person, you want to try some drugs?
Hey, no.
If they die, you have another body to your collection.
Oh.
It's the perfect plan.
Oh,
My undead army of
you
junkies.
know, if I can't figure it out with this one, I'll take another one and I'll roll one more time.
Okay. Mark
I'll-
off that drug because it is destroyed.
Yeah, that's fine. I rolled a 23.
23. All right. You grasp the aspect of get the feeling you know what you don't know really what it does, but you kind of get it. You know the most like how what makes pot amazing is the CBD or the THC.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have highly concentrated stewed oil.
Mm-hmm. That's what gives like the good effects of it.
Yes, that's what makes the magic happen.
Mm-hmm. But is there any like dangerous things about it, essentially?
I mean it's gonna send you on a hell of a trip if you drink that oil, but dangerous? You're not sure.
What I know, just based off this stuff, is there any way I could try to?
I don't know what the drug does. Is that what you're trying to ask me?
Well, I mean, essentially, what would these two oils do, or just is it the idea to my medical knowledge and knowings of herbs?
You get the feeling that the oils make you silly happy.
Mm-hmm,
They also make you super fucking hallucinate. It's a super hallucinogenic. Sorry, hard to say.
So, okay, so I understand how that works or what that is. So this would be my thing is because what I do know, he said like to not take a lot of it, essentially. The drug dealer who is dead and probably decomposing. But fuck you, cute.
I'm a big fan of the god of sex and war. That's pretty hot.
Who, Kratos?
No, but Rachel just said.
I'm fucking with you. I knew who this was. Fuck you, Raven. I knew that sounded fucking familiar.
So it is anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. So, is there anything in nature that I know that can counteract these effects? Essentially.
Roll a nature check.
Oh, nature check. I know
I
I'm
mean, it's
proficient in it, but
intelligence
still.
based.
No, it's not. It's wisdom.
Nature is intelligence based.
Oh shit, yeah it is, huh?
Yeah.
But I am not proficient in nature, surprisingly. That is a 13?
There's a lot of plants out there that counteract other plants. You're not entirely sure you know the correct one for this particular job.
Is there any way, just based off the oils alone, that I could identify what the symptoms would be?
Yeah, I just told you.
I mean, like what someone would look like with symptoms.
They would look like they could see into the ethereal plane of existence, but not really see into the ethereal plane of existence. So think about when like Beauregard had True Sight cast on her. Yeah.
I just saw that episode the
yeah.
other day, so I get the reference.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Only instead of actually doing something useful, you're just tripping balls.
Okay. I'll make some mental notes about this. I just basically write this in my books or one of my books
Yeah.
of research.
You're making
Wait,
refined.
didn't Bullerguard take Swede in what Mollymock was still around?
No.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, because they both took it in.
They all took it while they were in the fucking bath.
That's right. Yep. Oh
They were
man.
tripping balls in that fucking bathhouse.
You guys don't even know yet. One of you said you were on episode 100, so you know something.
But
Oh, it was me.
Well past
Sorry.
that.
Yep.
I'm actually probably about 4 episodes behind.
Yeah, I'm on 120, so I'm pretty current.
I'm starting to catch up.
Holy
But
shit!
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all the contents of the potions that I used, like everything that I extracted, all that stuff, and get rid of it, like dispose of it.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. You're throwing away all the drugs?
No, the 2 potions that I used and all the stuff that I basically of the used up potions that I got out of it, or after boiling down and basically ruining it, like those 2 potions.
The oil?
Yeah, all that stuff and get rid of it.
So you're throwing away the oil. Your concentrated drugs.
Yes.
Give
Okay.
it to a random person on the street. See what happens.
No, I am pouring it out in places that nobody can get to it.
Okay, so you throw away.
Because my mission is to help people, not to hurt people.
Okay, you then mark off 2 charges of the drugs.
Yep.
Okay, that's done.
And lastly, I want to start making something that I saw about the core and describe them in details in my research.
Okay.
And then the last thing I want to do is attempt another idea / drawing of the concept to control the power of the golem.
Oh, you want to join up?
Yeah, that core thing, that core idea, or something else that may work, just in my mind.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for something?
Yeah, roll a...
Great intelligence roll?
Yeah.
That is a 25.
You have some pretty good control aspects of how to limit the amount of reactions that take place. Funny enough, you have some inspiration from what that individual was saying that you met in the streets. This Peter Coupling gave you some pretty good ideas on something that you could use on this application as well.
But what?
About something that would, a shroud that would cover the gem, and the more it was open, the more power it would receive.
Like a switch, essentially.
No, think of it like, you know, like a fancy dinner. They set the dish down in front of you, and then they pull
Like
these
vents.
Right, but that can be opened and closed.
Well, the reason I call it a switch, like it's like I was thinking of like something like a
Shut.
shroud, like yeah, but
Yeah.
like it had basically like holes in it, and they would close.
Yeah.
Open
Sorry,
when needed.
I've never heard of. Yeah, you got me.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? How a fucking engine works.
Yes.
This is me. Okay, I'll think about that. But yeah, I guess that's make a rough design in my notes, and that's the last thing I'll probably do before going to bed. Yeah, that's the last thing I'll do before I go to bed.
Actually, I want to try to do something before I go to bed as well.
Sure.
Everybody do something before bed.
Well, I definitely have to because I want to understand it before I see Phil's rocket tomorrow. The thing he gave me. I want to play around with it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a intelligence check.
Do I just roll an intelligence? 9.
Alright, you start to... It's strange because you can... There's four pairs of gears that mesh. And there are 4 switches, essentially. And you can throw all of them, but if you do, nothing moves. But you kind of start to understand that if you have only one of them thrown at a time, only that particular set of wheels will be locked to both of their shafts, and everything will rotate. So then you realize that if you try and lock another one, then it all jams. But if you unlock the first one, then only the second one. And so you start to get a kind of an understanding, and you notice you're not quite sure why, but some of the different ones move at different speeds. You turn the input, and if you have the first gear set locked, the output turns substantially slower than you would expect. You don't understand why, but they all spin differently when each one of them is locked individually. This is an interesting little trinket.
Okay. After I figure out, or at least after that, I'll at least have some questions to ask Will Sprocket tomorrow afternoon. That's probably all I'm gonna do, too.
So now that you know the elements of a good cheer,
Alright, with that, you guys all find yourself to bed. Draco, you notice that Diana snuggles in close to,
Gag incoming.
Yep. Nothing weird, just cuddling.
like my life. And
You
everything in it. And I love my fiance. No.
please don't.
Does she have a gun to your head? Oh.
Please don't kill me, Rachel.
No, Draco's going to. No, he's not going to hump her. This is not the humping time. Draco is going to.
This is not the humping time.
This is not the proper humping time.
This is not the proper humping.
Well, because she's in time of need. Draco's going to hold her tight and make sure that she is comfortable and known that she is. I guess that she's cared for.
Appreciates that, and you fall asleep in each other's arms.
Oh.
Rachel, please don't kill me.
I do fucking too. Every goddamn night, you hush.
No, the fuck you don't.
Yeah, until you get too fucking hot, and then I'm like, get the fuck off me. Why do you? Yeah, bullshit. How come you don't fold origami roses for me? Because I don't know how to fucking do it. It's one thing to be like, I fold an origami rose. And then actually fucking doing it is a completely different fucking thing. You're not that sweet to me. Bullshit!
Anyway,
Bring out
So,
life
you
problems in
guys
D&D.
find yourselves.
I don't know. I'm wondering, like, people are like, God, this fucking relationship's fucked up. We're not even married yet.
So you guys, you all find yourselves in the morning, waking up refreshed, recharged, and with quite a busy day ahead of you.
Morning wood.
I low-key just thought you said you woke up with flesh all over you. I was like, sorry, what?
What? No.
Thought we
no.
were in one of
What did I
Rachel's
do now?
dreams.
Stop it, Swift. This is not the humping time.
It is not the happy time. Well,
He wakes up in his gimp suit. Oh no, what did I do?
He roofied all of us, and then he sees us all in his room.
maybe once we get done.
Okay, how's everybody doing? I'm kind of surprised that most of you are still awake at this point.
I'm not doing well. I'm
Not doing well?
slowly dying.
Okay,
I'm starting to get high as fuck, so.
The
All
1
right.
a.m.
Kitty cat.
I'm not doing too good.
now is a good stopping point.
I want a kitty cat. Can I have a bat? Can I have a sky puppy?
Uh-oh.
You're
What?
drunk.
Can you have a sky puppy?
How about one of those flying foxes?
Oh, that'd
You're
be
not
cool.
helping.
Yes!
You are not helping any of you.
Is that the one that gets up to like 6
Okay,
feet?
anyways.
Yes.
Or is that the fruit bat?
I'm just-
Either one.
I'm just gonna turn off my headset and I'm going to bed. I'm not
Okay.
even gonna leave it. I'm not even gonna fucking
Yeah,
leave
it's lit.
TeamSpeak. I'm
This
tired.
is as good a stopping point as any.
Okay, good night.
But,
What?
yeah, good night, everybody.
Yeah, you gotta end the fucking stream. You
Oh.
know, everybody just deuce the fuck out.
Well, I mean that's how it usually goes. But okay.
I guess there was one thing I did get the chance to mention before going to bed.
What?
Scorpius would have started reading the book.
Oh, yep.
But we could do all that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I just
Okay.
want to acknowledge before we all go that someone by the name Super Boob A69 has followed me. So
Nice.
Super boob.
Super Boob
69.
Super Boob A69.
Thank
What
you
a
for the
name.
subscription there, Super Boob.
Not subscription, follow.
Thank you.
Zach
for
is-
the
follow.
doesn't have
follow.
affiliate yet, nor do I think he ever will.
Super Boob A69.
I feel
Hear
bad
why we played
for
this
all you hear from us.
It might be Super Booba 69. I don't know.
No, it's Super Boob.
We're all
Boba.
pervs. It's boob. Let's be real.
It's Boob.
All
For
right.
him,
Well, that's
It's
all I
always the
wanted to
humping
say.
time.
You wanna play with boob? You have two. Play with them. You wanna play with mine?
Oh my god. Thanks everybody for watching. Good night. We'll see you next time.